Hello, I am Anavultus, and you are now welcome to the pre-stream. Um, I am currently recording in location B, if anyone knows what that is. But other than that, happy birthday for whoever it is your birthday. If you don't like your birthday to be happy, well, that's fine with me too. I'm not going to take that away from you. I'm not going to take away any of the misery that you would be willing to give yourself. So I just started right now, so I have to uh, make sure that Mourad knows that I'm going live. Uh, I okay. I'm currently typing to him on Discord. I am going live. Join me on Skype. There you go. Enter. And there you go. And uh, now we should be getting everything. Okay. Oh, he says I know. He knows I'm live. Okay. Okay. Uh, and I'm going to tell someone else, mystery guest, that I am live. And live right now. Now, I want everyone to know that there's a potential for an interruption uh, because I am having some work done in my home, so I may have to pause sometime midstream. Okay, so now I'm going to turn off my Discord because I don't need that anymore. It's just going to eat more of my computer to have that on. And the stream seems to be going well so far. And I am waiting for Mourad to get on Skype so that we can start. Now, I want everyone to know what I'm looking here at right now is, hey fam, I just thought I should send you a link I found to answer your question about being gay. The best gay vines compilation, old but good. YouTube. Okay. You know, I am a memer. Okay, I like my memes, but I'm not particularly uh, fond of strange memes. Although I do like some esoteric memes. He's oh oh snap! Here we go. Uh, I'm going to do an audio call, and we'll see if we can get an answer. Uh, I'm currently not using my second monitor, so if it takes me a little while to move things around, that's why. Here we go. That's Skype turning on. Oh, call failed. How unfortunate. You know what? Life life gives you lemons. Then just eat them. You ever eat a lemon with the peel? I That's something you can do. Um, you can eat it without the peel too. You can take a slice of lemon, and it's actually very easy to eat if you're not trying to eat the peel. Oh, now I'm being called. Here we go. Let's answer. Good on, mate. You're live. We're doing it live. We'll do it live. Oh, what? Eh, I'm not live. We're not doing it live? Feels bad, man. Feels bad. All right. I'm going to call this time. Here we go. And that failed. Okay. What is wrong today, folks? I don't understand. If we can't get in contact on Skype, then we're gonna have some interesting memes. I mean, I can in fact bring forward a meme. Let's see. Let me make sure I've got the right one selected. I'm gonna choose the one without Trump, just because I want to be more accurate. You're gonna know what I'm talking about in just a minute. Come on, load up. There it is. No Trump. Okay. Oh, there we go. Hello?
Hey fam, how's it going?
Hello, you're live on the internet.
Ah yes, classic Anavultus trolling. So how's it going, fam?
Oh, it's going great. Actually, no. Well, technically, okay. I'm gonna come straight out and say it. Uh,
That's what
my
she said. Yeah,
my dog is
yeah.
dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
God damn it, Anavultus! What the fuck? Okay, I was having a good morning. I was maybe making up some gay jokes, and now it just hit me with that quote, bro. God damn it! Now I can't be happy for the next 2 hours. Fuck. Okay. Any good news besides that?
Okay.
God damn it,
Well,
man.
this is sort of a mixed news, but when the
Oh
dog
yes.
died, I actually got to see it happen. So, of course, what they
Oh,
yeah, it's very
okay.
interesting. So it's a large
Very,
breed
very
dog.
interesting. That's one way to
So
quote it.
the,
What?
the the problem with the dog was getting very old. It was getting blind and deaf, and
At
now
the same
it
time?
came to a point where the dog's arthritis became so bad that it could no longer walk. And at that point, we decided we can't let this go on. We need to execute the dog before, well, just for the. It's a thing you put it out of its misery. So
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I
yeah,
got you.
so we
Execute Order 66. God damn it.
yeah so
That's
we
one way to start your morning. God damn it. What's this?
well this was around noontime, but it was more around lunchtime.
Yeah, I know. I meant like for me,
Yeah.
just wake up this morning to hear about someone's dog. God damn it, being
So we
murdered.
took the dog over to the
The vet?
veterinarian. Yeah,
Yeah,
and what they did is they put a an intravenous catheter on the dog. If you don't know what it is, it it's a thing that they attach so that it's easy to get something into the bloodstream.
I know. I know what you mean.
Yeah, and then they put in some sedative so that the dog is calm and chill, some Valium, and then after that they took the actual killing drug and they put it in, squeezed it in, flushed the calf as well. You got to keep the calf clean. They flushed it, and then the dog took a few breaths and then died. And what's very interesting, in my opinion, is when you touch the dog and it's alive, you can tell, and then when it's dead, you can also tell. It's very interesting that you can tell the difference just by touching the dog. It's very interesting, in my opinion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, at least that's one way to put it. I
Yeah.
kind of agree as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting because I've had that happen at least twice. About I think a year or 2 years ago.
Two
Yeah,
years.
yeah, 2 years ago at most. Where I had a couple cats. We had a cat. It got
Yeah.
murked. It got very old and sick, uh, and we just had to put it out of its misery.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
I had a cat too. We had to do that as well. Not too long ago
yeah,
as well.
luckily,
Yeah.
right? Luckily for us, we had what we like to call the animal whisperer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like the dog whisperer, but for cats. Right? Now, basically, what we did was that we wanted to, do that family thing. We're like, surround it with all of its homies, talk to it for like 10 straight minutes, say, hey, it's gonna be all right, and just a bunch of other things. Because the cat was scared. It was scared shitless, literally. It was shitting itself, and it was kind of funny because it's kind of like going to the dentist with your kids. They are literally shitting themselves throughout the entire occasion, and it is funny to watch, but sad to experience at the same time. Because there's no going back. They're gonna get murked. You can't stop it, so you just got to deal with it. So yeah, we just had to do that. It was horrifying, but it was an experience. It was a good experience, learning experience. It
Yeah.
was pretty sus because of what we had to do. But overall, yeah, it was pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. I mean, we give it the best farewell we could give a cat, so not really mad at it, but it was still kind of shit because even though cats could only live for a couple of years, you know what I'm saying? We couldn't even have that. We could only have it for 6 months. It felt like shit, but it was good while it lasted. So we were not mad at it. Good enough. You know what I'm saying? Good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, God damn it. You hit me with that depression early in the morning, man. What the fuck?
Yeah. Do you like depression early in the morning?
It ruins my entire day, but if we can make some memes, then we'll be back to normal. Some gay jokes on the side, maybe.
Well,
Yeah, I wish we could.
I've got a fresh and edgy meme that it took me
Uh,
several hours to make yesterday.
oh,
I
yes, of
had to do
course.
a lot of historical research, uh, but I put the meme together. Um, Let me just see if I can send you the hard meme version. I'm gonna put the soft meme version on stream, but let me see. It's in my downloads folder because the way I did this is I uh, okay. Let's see. Will this even fit onto Skype? Can I send this?
Probably not. It depends on the
Well,
Skype.
if you can send me all your furry images, I can send this.
Hey, look, it's one way to cringe a homie out. It's another thing to completely destroy his morality. I just wanted to troll you for 20
Wait,
minutes. It was fun.
wait. Destroy my morality?
Oh, yeah, that was a different reference. Yeah, don't worry about it. I was just talking to a friend a couple hours ago. Yeah, we're just doing some very sus things with the Pepe meme. Yeah, we're just trying to see if we can dox the shit out of one of our friends. Except we'll just send him what is it called? Yeah, cringy fan mail. Yeah, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to, roast him real bad. It was fun. It was fun. It lasted like 2 hours. We sent him a shit ton of emails, and it was funny.
Yeah.
All right, so he sent me an image. I swear to God, if it's some racist shit. All right,
It's not racist. It's
okay.
not.
The,
Trust me.
you keep sending me either Italian or German memes. I don't know why. All right, let's see. What
Okay.
type of image is
So this
this?
is my tier list or tier chart
Oh my
of
God.
all the presidents of the United States of America.
Of course. Of course you have something like this. God damn it, man. All right.
But this is actually scientific in some
Of course
sense.
it is. Of
It
course
is.
it is.
It is.
You and your
So
bullshit. God
so
damn it, man. All right.
oh snap. Hopefully my stream didn't die just there. Okay. I'm going
It
to
probably took a shit on itself. All
okay. I'm going
right.
to get
Swear to God.
the text document that this is based on because in
Of
order to
course.
chart them, I didn't just randomly throw a bunch of portraits onto a chart. No, that's not what I
No,
did.
that could never be the case. It's never that easy with
It's
you.
not
It
easy.
always has
Yeah,
to
it's
be.
not easy
It always
being
has to be some
green.
bullshit every time. All
Okay.
right, let's see what this is. I swear to God, if this is some bullshit.
Okay,
Okay.
so this is my
All right.
text
So
document.
what the fuck? What is this? Really, my nigga? All right. What the hell? Okay.
My
So
okay.
my question
Yeah.
is very simple.
Yeah.
What type of ranking system is this?
Okay.
Is
Okay.
this best to worst president or what?
Okay, so I decided that I didn't like people that use the letter S on their tier lists. So instead I used double A and triple A and double F and triple F at the bottom. So A is good, F is bad, and there's a scale. You see?
Okay. Why is Obama triple F?
Um for the same reason that Woodrow Wilson is triple F. Generally, I think Obama had very terrible economic policies, and
Probably.
his foreign policy was very bad in that he actually supported what is called the Arab Spring, which led to a huge destabilization
Oh
of
yeah.
many
Yeah.
countries in the Middle East and Northern Africa. And I think that that generally was a very bad foreign policy decision, and that is what has largely led to a number of issues now relating with China and Russia and the European Union, who now trust the United States to be not to be as powerful and as leading as they used to be. So I would say that that's generally a foreign policy disaster. But uh, the actual text document, what it shows is I've got three numbers, and there's category D, category F, and category T. And so it's a 1 to 4 scale on domestic policy and a 1 to 4 scale on foreign policy, with a possible total of 8 and a possible minimum of 0. So uh, so to get a triple F rating, what you have to do is you have to fail on domestic policy and on foreign policy. And of course, Woodrow Wilson famously um, he had progressive uh, policy ideas when it came to domestic policy. He also inflamed race relations and essentially ruined them for a century. Um, and he also, on the foreign policy side, made foreign policy decisions that ultimately led to World War II. So,
Okay.
so that's why he gets a triple F. Um, then on the F side, you've got Franklin Pierce, famous for Bleeding Kansas, where he decided that he would let the settlers in Kansas decide whether or not they should have slavery in the Kansas
Really?
Nebraska Compromise. Yeah.
God, well, no wonder you put him on the F list.
And because of that, a little civil war broke out before the full civil war, where people in Kansas went around killing each other because they were either pro-slavery or anti-slavery, and they wanted to get a majority in the vote so that they could decide which side wins. But to
Sounds
do
like
that, they attacked the other
sounds
side.
like the American voting system. To be honest, sounds like the exact same thing. You always got to go to wars just to see who gets the most
Yeah,
votes. No wonder
Fra-
it feels like college or high school.
yeah.
You know, it's always
Franklin
shit.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt was a cripple, but that's not why he's on the double F. He's on the double F because he generally had some failings in foreign policy, and also economically speaking, he had policy ideas that meant that the United States was one of the slowest countries to recover from the Great Depression. So that's why he's
Oh
double
yeah,
F.
I got you. I got you. All
Then,
right, that's
yeah,
one way to do it. Now I do have one question.
yeah.
All right,
What's the
it's a very
question?
simplified question. Why is Trump on the C list?
Okay, okay. This is the one people are seeing right now doesn't have that. The reason Trump is on the C list on the other one uh, is because based on his current policies, I think he generally has had an improvement economically over the previous presidents of Obama and Bush. But also, I don't really like his foreign policy, so he doesn't get bonus points. So he goes on a C list straight in the middle.
All right, I kind of agree with that, to be honest. That is
Yeah,
like a decent
because
ground,
he
medium
has
ground.
led to some large economic recovery, and I can't take that away from him. So,
Yeah,
yeah, even though
you
I
can't
don't
just
particularly
deny
like Trump.
progress,
Yeah,
while at the same time you can't just accept it. So yeah, I got you.
yeah. At the very top, there's George Washington. Uh, he's famous for being one of the founders of a country, but I think that he generally ensured that the United States had strong foreign policy footing and strong domestic policy, so he gets a AAA rating. Then Thomas Jefferson on the AA, uh, strong foreign policy, relatively good domestic policy. James K. Polk, James the Conqueror, James the Great. Um,
Wait, those are their names?
no, no, it's not his name. Well, James K. Polk
Okay.
is his name, but uh, that's what I call him. I call him the Conqueror.
Oh,
Uh,
of course you do.
yeah, because he conquered half of Mexico. Yeah,
Okay.
so he gets a 4 points on the foreign policy, 3 points on domestic policy. He generally had some compromises between the Democrats and the Whigs, uh, and therefore um, neither parties liked him very much. But he fulfilled his campaign promises, and that's something that's very hard to find nowadays. So he gets a double A
Yeah,
rating.
that's the funny part about situations like these. And the funny thing about it is that it's always middle ground, when it comes to stuff like promises to the country, you know,
Yeah,
because for me, fulfilling your promises is one of those things that is like shouldn't necessarily be like praised a lot because it's like the minimum requirement. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna run the country, you gotta at least bare minimum follow its laws. But at the same time, because more than half of them don't do that, it's kind of one of those things. It's like you gotta praise the nigga for not giving into temptation and like not giving into his political power to just deny all the rules. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's like, yeah, you can't exactly be mad at it, but at the same time, you're kind of sad that this is the best you can do when most other countries can do 10 times more with like zero effort at the same time. Because here's the thing, whenever me and my friends talk stuff like politics, right? We always do that thing where, just like with movie critics, we for some reason we can predict like 50 million ways to do this better, but at the same time, actual professionals couldn't think of one thing to do. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things where you swear to God, just like with DC and their stupid movies, they're fucking it up on purpose. Because they can't be this retarded until you figure out that yes, more than half of the time they are in fact this retarded because they don't really have to think about it. You know what I mean? When your secretary does have to work for you, you don't really need to think about what you're doing. At least most of them don't, which is
yeah.
why they fuck up.
And I'd like
Speaking,
to point
yeah,
out
yeah,
that all four Whig presidents all got onto the C rank, all four of them, uh, and are all next to each other too. So you've got John Tyler over here, William Henry Harrison, Zachary Taylor, Millard Fillmore, all pretty average policy wise,
yeah.
low energy Whigs. Uh,
So, I have a suggestion. Okay,
yeah,
considering you hit us with that depression real fast
Great
since we
Depression.
started.
Yeah,
Yep, free depression. It
don't kill
just
yourself.
depends. What?
I said don't kill yourself.
Oh yeah, yeah. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna do that because I already did like 5 times already. So at this
Yeah,
point,
thank you.
I don't
Oh,
think I
yeah.
could do it again. So
Yeah,
yeah.
you've really risked your life for us all. Thank you for your service.
God damn it, I hate you. God damn it. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill you someday. Just wait. All right. So I was thinking, okay, let's do something that everybody enjoys, and it's called Infinity Wars. Let's play a game, maybe take an L, like we used to do back in the good old days, where we didn't have any of this bullshit depression, and we could just be happy that we're taking massive L's but enjoying ourselves at the same time. No, that was not meant sexually.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Well,
I'm
I
willing to take a sacrifice. I'm willing to take an L for everyone else's enjoyment. Let's go ahead and do it.
I'm going to say right now that someone is going to show up at my door sometime pretty soon. So I
Oh yeah, I
don't
already
think
know.
I'm very confident that I
It's
can.
probably the FBI.
I don't know.
Maybe there's a possibility you could be on some government watch list.
Yeah, yeah, especially after the bioweapons research I've done.
Yeah, you
Oh
should
my goodness.
probably stop referencing that at least for a week or so, and then they'll forget about it. You could get back to it. At least that's how I do it. All
You
right, so
know,
yeah, let's.
I would actually like to have a chemical weapons lab. That would be something interesting to do. Uh,
Oh yeah, just make sure not to blow yourself up.
yeah, don't blow yourself up. Look, it's a civil service reform squad over here. Okay, but no, I'm not gonna play some Infinity Wars. Instead, let's talk about the news. Uh,
God damn it, really?
yeah,
I was hoping for some fun. Now you brought it back to hell itself.
hell,
No, no,
the
God
news
damn
is
it,
hell
man.
to you.
No, look, political debates, never talk about them, okay? They're
I
just the same as YouTube comment section. It's just everybody reading, wanting to have the final word, debating on which movie is the best, Frozen or Tangled. It's got to be Tangled, of course. And just a bunch of other bullshit topics like, hey, whether or not gay is rights, whether or not being gay is okay. I'm not down with it, okay? I've had too many of them in the last week. I don't want any more, okay?
so you don't want
No,
you don't
look,
want to talk about serious stuff.
look, I will talk about serious subjects all day, every day
Yeah.
for fun. But here's the thing: whenever we take it seriously, it stops being entertaining and it just starts being boring. So I don't know. How about this? How about we play something while talking about it? Because I can never give it my full attention. When I do that, I just start taking naps mid conversation because of how retarded it is. By the way, speaking of mid conversation, who is that special guest you were talking about?
Not an actual guest, a potential viewer, someone that expressed interest in viewing us live, but who
Wait,
wasn't able
wait,
to make
wait,
it last time.
wait. Phrasing. What?
Someone who expressed interest in viewing us live.
Oh God! For a second, I thought you said "doing us." I was like, "What type of phrasing bullshit was that?" Okay, so what do you mean viewing us live? Was he interested in our topics, or just wanted to be first, like most YouTube comments?
No. Just wanted to watch the stream. You know, it's just someone I know.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, someone I know.
Probably some friends, some
So
fellow
Miss
chemical lab partners.
I, by the way, I just want to acknowledge to the government here that I do not actually own a chemical weapons or a bioweapons research lab. Uh,
But if you're willing to, sponsor him, he will be down for it.
you know
If the
what?
government,
I actually
yeah,
would be.
yeah, if the
I think
government
that would
is
be an
willing to
interesting thing to
sponsor the
do.
homeboy, he is not down. He will be down with it. He ain't
Yeah,
mad at it. He'll be
yeah.
very glad to sign
Just
any contract as long as it doesn't involve him being a slave. Yeah, he'll be down with it. Because sometimes you are the slave to the contract, like most movie stars. So yeah, anything that doesn't involve him being your slave, he is down for. Even if you take half his paycheck, as long as no one dies, he's willing to experiment to his heart's content. Just make sure to not create zombies, okay? Very important.
okay.
All right,
Um,
because that's like 50% of all bio experiments, at least according to Fallout. All right, so yeah, what do you want to do? Because, like I said, I gotta at least do something while talking about politics. Can't give it my full attention. I'll just start sleeping halfway through this.
okay.
So yeah,
Okay. This is a bit difficult for me somewhat.
Of course it is. Homie can never just talk about gay stuff.
I
Always has to have some political
because
agenda.
I'm a very focused person. So if I start playing a game or something, then I'll be really focused on the game, and I won't actually get to talk about what I want to talk about.
All right. Tell you what. Tell you what.
Tell you what,
I have a great idea. Okay,
yeah,
we pick a topic
we pick a
that
topic,
is interesting enough to keep us entertained and
entertained.
flexible enough to have more than just a yes and no answer. Okay, kind of
Okay,
like here's the thing: when we talk about stuff like racism or stuff like gender acceptance or gender fluids or something like gay people, most of them just end up being yes or no answers because it really just depends on the person. But more often than not, it's really just do you accept it or you don't. You know what I mean? So as long as we have the topic that's flexible enough to have different points of view, then we could just talk about it and not play anything. But if we're just gonna just do rapid fire conversations, then we might as well just play something. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the last time we played 20 questions, you know? Just pick a topic, ask 3 or 4 questions, on to the next one. You know what I mean?
okay, okay. Do you think that Morocco should join the European Union?
And depends on what they're going to do, you know? Because if they're just going to do that thing where, you know, just like in the old days, just have an alliance to better equip both countries, you know, and better security and just overall like a friendly alliance to make sure no one nukes each other, then yeah, sure,
Yeah,
sure. But if they're joining for like military power in order to fight off another country, then they gotta think about it really hard. Like they're gonna be like, are we willing to like risk it all or not? Because half of the time it's exactly like duels in real life. You gotta go out of your way to start it. You know what I mean? You can't just be like, hey, we need an alliance because they're going to attack our countries. No, you started the goddamn war in the first place. We got to make sure at least half the population is okay with it. You know what I mean? Because
yeah.
otherwise, they're just going to have a shit ton of casualties. You know. So yeah, I think they should join. Why not? If they're on friendly terms and they're not trying to screw each other like the U.S. keeps doing, then yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
Uh, like I said, it kind of depends on what they're going to do. Because, like, I'm okay with just about every country teaming up for any reason, but it also depends on what exactly they're accomplishing. Because people don't just start an alliance for fun. It's usually because of a political agenda, maybe to strengthen their like political power, their view of other countries, maybe to become a bigger threat so that the big countries don't attack them. You know what I mean? Like join the smaller countries together so that the big one doesn't kill them. You know,
Yeah.
the normal things you do in war, at least according to RuneScape. So yeah,
Yeah, or how about the EU then telling you and your country what you can do with your economy? What do you think about that?
the EU. What is that?
European Union.
Okay, so the European Union does what?
It can tell its members what to do with their economy.
I mean, here's the thing. I think the best way to do it is have it in the middle. Like, you can tell us and give us advice on what to do, but at the same time, we gotta tell you our personal experience with it and what we think is right. Because sometimes, just like with grown-ups giving advice to kids, they only have their personal experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where they get their wisdom from their experiences. But just like with the whole your generation doesn't understand. My generation had it tougher. You know, those typical talks you have with your grandparents, right? You kind of have to understand that more often than not, even adults don't know what they're talking about. Because remember, just like with the whole technology thing, it's moving so fast that even our old wisdom doesn't work anymore. In fact, it's outdated. This is why you should just tell them what to do. Instead, get both perspectives. Say, like, I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say the union tells us this. It tells us, hey, you should employ more students to be in the military because just like in the U.S., you're, what is it called? Your, the rate that they have for colleges where most people succeed and most people fail. I think it was called the graduation rate or something.
Yeah.
Because most people after they graduate, they don't have jobs or any careers. So it's like just like with college, you should have, and I think we do, in fact, have it. because I've heard my sister do it a couple, 2 months ago, where we had mandatory army work. You know what I mean? The ones that you have to volunteer for the army for 2 years. It's like
Yeah.
mandatory for you to do when you're 18 or something like that. Just like in the U.S., where I got to at least get 1 year of military service
Well,
for a
no, not
country.
in the U.S. actually.
Well, it depends on the country because some of them do have it mandatory and some of them have it like optional
Yeah,
work.
I
You
know,
know what
but
I mean?
it's not in the U.S.
Maybe my information was fucked up. I don't know. I mean, I've heard
Well,
it on
what
the
happens in the
news.
U.S. is uh,
Yeah,
you have
enlighten me.
to register for the draft, which means that if there is a war, they can
Yeah.
they can put you into the military, but they can't. But they don't actually put you in if there is no major war going on.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. All right. So, like I said, it's kind of like mandatory work. So, I think it's very good to have someone tell you what to do. But just like with an army general, you should only follow his rules if he knows what he's talking about. While at the same time, you should always give your own perspective on things. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes the information they tell you is kind of outdated. You know what I'm saying? Because especially in wars, when all you know is how to fight, sometimes having a peaceful outcome or something like a peace treaty is actually better than just seeing who kills who. You know what I mean? So yeah, it depends.
Yeah.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Like I tell every time, I'm always the middleman. Because in any war, fight, duel type of situation, I'll never be the guy who just says either yes or no. I'll always be the guy that says, "Hey, do you want to do this? Hey, why are you fighting me? Hey, do you really want to get this ass beaten real quick?" I was like, I gotta understand why. Because why I can easily drop a nigga, I gotta understand why the hell he's willing to get his ass beat. You know what I'm saying? Because no one just fights a martial artist for fun. You know what I'm saying? Unless they want to train or just see their own perspective, on how it is to be a full master. Because let's give you an example, okay? Let's
Yeah.
give you an example. Let's say you want to join the military, all right? Let's say you want to join the military. Most people don't just join the military out of some obligation. Most of them have some sort of reasoning for it. As far as my experience goes, more than half of the reasons were probably financial reasons. Because the army does give you like insurance and a bunch of money if you join, to back up your family members. You just go into mandatory work, at least semi mandatory. You're not forced to do it, it's just if you don't, you're broke. So you gotta like do at least 1 or 2 years of training. So start wars, maybe go to Vietnam or something. So yeah, it depends. But like at the same time, you don't necessarily just go gun ho with it. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Rambo. You don't just immediately join, train for 2 years, and start murking Nazis. You gotta understand exactly what you're fighting for. Because more than half the time, it's just pointless bloodshed. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Either that, or they're trying to see which country wins the bet. I don't know.
All right. All right. I've got something here. I'm gonna put it
Yeah,
on stream. I'm gonna put something from the Huffington Post, the
of
Huffington
course.
Puffington Post. Uh,
Puffington
it's
Post. Yeah.
the 20 funniest tweets from women this week.
What? He posted 20 things this week.
No,
Okay.
20th. Okay, so women. There's some
Yeah.
women that are
Yeah.
on something called Twitter. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And then there's some people called the Huffington Post, and they
Yeah.
look at all the tweets from all the women in the whole world, and they find the 20 that are the funniest.
Okay.
I'm
That's one way
joking
to
that
do it. All right.
they're kind of lame, but here we go.
Yeah, I kind of called it as soon as you said Twitter. But yeah, go ahead.
Here's one here. Going to rock bottom. Do you guys need anything?
Maybe some antidepressant pills. That's what I want right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Oh, going to rock bottom. My dog died.
Are you relating to this?
I'm sort of crying because it's kind of sad, but I'm laughing because I'm laughing at the fact that my dog died, but I'm also crying because it's sad. Um,
Oh,
uh,
yes, I understand. I
yeah,
have those moments at least
laughing,
once
crying
or twice a
emoji.
day.
Yeah, but it's something that you gotta do sometimes. You just gotta laugh at I don't know, straight up genocide.
Yeah, it's like it's one of those things where it's middle ground. You're
Middle
thankful
ground.
that you're not getting murdered, but you're so sad that it keeps happening.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, who's never made a 9/11 joke? That's really
Um,
controversial statement to make. No.
yeah, probably.
But yeah, I've seen the images with this wrestler. He's called Hulk Hogan, and he's talking about how he's going to take down the Twin Towers, and then he's photoshopped actually taking down the Twin Towers. Uh,
Is it with the suplex? Is
no,
he
he kicks him.
suplexing the 12
He
towers?
he
What?
kicks him and he punches him. Yeah, he
Really? That's all it takes? I would have thought he was, gonna do some super move or
well.
something. That would
The,
have been better.
well, it's Hulk Hogan we're talking about. This ain't no jet fuel because, as everyone knows, jet fuel can't melt steel beams. So, uh, but Hulk Hogan, he can really bust him through. Uh, there you go.
Okay.
I'm joking.
I know. That's why I'm
I'm
laughing.
not a truther. Okay, you don't need committees to solve things. Just find two women who are in a real mood about some shite and send them on an evening fitness walk.
Why does that sound very realistic?
I, I think that would actually probably make things worse than solving things.
Yeah,
Uh, because I don't want people that are solving my problems to be emotionally compromised.
but that sounds like half of the women on the planet anyway.
Oh, that's a real controversial statement right there.
But here's the thing: you can't deny that
I
it's not
disavow.
realistic. 'Cause let's be realistic. More than half of the women on the planet are always moody for some reason or another.
Well, I will
But
admit that
here's
there
the thing.
are some
Here's the
that
thing.
are moody.
I
Yes.
will agree with them on one statement. It's usually the man's fault. Okay, let's be real. We're the ones pissing our wives and sisters and cousins and mothers off. Let's be real, okay? We're literally half the reason they're going to murder half the country at some point.
Yeah. So I have a
It's
question
very
for you.
realistic to be honest. I'm
Yeah.
literally half of the reason my family wants to kill me, but the other half is just them not wanting my jokes anymore. Because you don't want me at your Thanksgiving party. That's one thing I will guarantee you.
I have
Okay?
a question for you, and
Yeah,
you can only answer this question yes or no. Okay. Are you ready?
I'll probably hit you up with a maybe just in case.
Okay. Uh, have
Here's the
you?
thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Before you ask, I'll tell you this before you ask me anything. I am that type of person, okay, who even though he answers you in yes or no quotations,
Yeah.
he goes real deep into it, not
Okay.
sexually implied.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: there are more ways to answer a question than there are to like question it. You know what I mean? Because if you tell me something and it's a boiled down question, then yeah, I'll just ask you a yes or no. But if it's one of those questions that's up to your personality type, then yeah, there's no definitive yes or no. It just depends on the person. So yeah, go ahead and ask.
Okay. But you have to start with either yes or no. Okay.
All right, sure,
Okay.
why not?
Have you stopped beating your wife yet?
Uh, what?
Have you
I
stopped beating your wife?
I don't have one.
Yes or no? Have you stopped beating your wife?
This is not a question that you're fucked up either way. Because if you say yes, that implies you beat her before. Like it's just only now that you stopped. If you say no, then you're just admitting that you're still beating her ass. God, really? That's one way to start a conversation. God damn it, I don't know what's this.
There
Today
you
is
go.
not a good day for me. How do I answer this? Because either way, I'm
Yes or
fucked.
no?
God damn it, I hate you. Yes, I guess. Why not?
Okay, so what you're telling me is that you in the past were beating your wife.
I will kill you. I'm telling
Okay.
you this. Uh,
Okay. No, it's just one of those questions that is a really unfair question that people like to ask. Uh,
yeah, and I don't get why. I mean, I get why, but at the same time, I don't. Because more than half the time, I only do this to my
yeah.
friends just to screw with them. But when they do it to me, it feels bad, man. Okay?
Okay, but I do have a
Yeah.
quote from
Yes, of
someone
course you do.
called Kai Davis. It's a
God,
woman who
with that name,
goes by the
God, yeah.
Twitter handle Kai Davis Poet. So someone on Twitter, she calls herself a poet. So let's see how poetic this is. A Lunchable is a charcuterie plate.
Is that even a word?
I, you know what? I think that once you start using words like that, you've really gone off the deep end.
Yeah, you're
Uh,
probably on acid while making this. Like, god damn it. This is when you know a person had to be on crack.
I mean,
There's no way they aren't when
I
they're
mean,
making stuff like
think
this,
about it.
okay?
You're on Twitter. You're not on a peer-reviewed journal.
Yeah, it's really sucks the way they make these quotes,
I
bro.
mean, if we want to say words like that on Twitter, then I think I should be free to say complicated words as well. I can talk about all my hamartiology and without having to define the terms, because I will assume that everyone knows that all my terms. But no, charcuterie is a word that's cooked meat, is what it
What?
means.
What?
Uh,
What? Cooked meat.
no,
Is that
well,
seriously what it means?
it refers to things like
Bacon?
processed meat in essence,
Oh, yes, of
processed
course.
meat. So, for example, you can have a pate. You ever had a pate?
No,
Or
I don't even know what word that is.
bacon is ham. You can sausage is charcuterie.
Okay, I've had sausage
Yeah,
before. I don't like it,
yeah,
but I've never in my entire life had bacon.
yeah. I know why you haven't had it, but yeah, I
Yeah, but
understand.
even if I could, I still won't because it's kind of it's too sus for me
Uh,
to have it.
For me,
Because what
most
type of bullshit is that made out of?
for me
You know what I mean?
it's almost too salty usually.
Yeah, I don't want
It's
to
too
think
much
about
salt
it
on it.
because it just makes
But
me
there's
have
an alternative for you,
yeah
okay,
yeah. What
that
is
you would actually be able to eat.
what,
Turkey
pork?
bacon.
What do you mean turkey bacon?
So a turkey, okay,
Yeah,
is a
yeah,
type of a bird that
yeah.
lives in North America,
Of course,
and well, they raise them in other countries too, but
of course.
turkeys
Yeah,
can have a lot of meat on them. So
of course. You gotta have some meat on the bones.
you can cut apart a turkey and you can cut a piece of turkey meat so that it's the same general shape as bacon, and then you can cure it just like you would with bacon, and then you can cook it just like you would with bacon, but it's turkey and not pork.
Okay,
Yeah,
that was one weird ass cooking tutorial, but all right.
yeah. You ever you ever had turkey?
Uh, that I yeah yeah. Actually, I
You
have
have,
yeah
yeah,
yeah. I've had some good ass turkeys and chickens. Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
they were pretty good. They were pretty good. I've had them as a treat and a reward usually.
Treat and a reward.
Yeah. So don't ask for what you don't want to know.
It's after your cat died. Your family got sad that they didn't have treats and rewards to give out, so you became the cat.
You know what's funny about that?
Yeah.
If you tell that to my friends, they'll probably say yeah, because I am that weird. But no, thankfully no, not that weird
I
yet
mean, I know that
yet. All right,
you're sort of on the furry side of things, but maybe not that
not to
far.
that extent.
Okay.
Look, if I was at that extent, I literally will pay you to come to my country and shoot me in the face, or at least slap me and tell me to stop being gay, one
Okay.
way or another. Okay, no,
Okay.
thankfully no. Uh, they're usually what was it about? Okay, they're usually for three occasions. All right, they're one of the occasions is probably on Fridays. Okay, Fridays is like Sundays for the U.S. where we go to church or something. It's called
Yeah.
Jema for us, but yeah, we just go there, do our normal prayers, and leave. So because of that, we usually eat that. The second occasion is usually on birthdays or maybe just a holiday for fun. You know, just have some good turkey.
Yeah.
You know, just prepare it for 2 days, have some good turkey, invite some family members, just normal stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of up to the person because you can have as much as you want and as little as you want. There's no mandatory food
Yeah.
like
Let me tell you
obligation to get
something.
turkeys. Yeah.
In the West, most people don't go to church.
Well, I would not be mad at it because let's be realistic. I've only ever went twice, so
Okay.
I've only ever went twice in my life. So I'm like, and I probably will increase that number, but probably not at the same time. So I kind of see the appeal of not going, and also see the reason for going. So I'm mid road.
Yeah.
Every time. Okay,
But
so
have
the third
you?
occasion, the
Yeah.
third and most important occasion, it's gonna happen again in about 10 days from now. It's
Yeah.
called Ramadan. I think you
Yeah.
already know
I
what it
know what
is.
Ramadan is.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're probably gonna have turkey for 30 straight days. Either that or some good ass barbecue chicken. Okay, it has to be one or the other. Because if we're gonna starve your sorry ass all day every day, then you gotta have some good ass food by the end of the week. Okay, they ain't no running away from it. You gotta have some Gucci Gang food, members. The funny thing about it is that we always do that Thanksgiving thing. We gotta at least invite one family member. And the good part about it is that the family members know what's up, okay? They know that if they're gonna have some good ass like Thanksgiving style buffet, then they make sure to bring that good shit, okay? They either bring 50 gallons of goat milk,
Yeah.
which we had done once and we regretted it ever since. Okay, let's just say we got drunk off that shit real fast. The memories. Okay, so I want to tell you a small story of what happened that day, okay?
Okay. Okay.
But I will look. It's a bit fuzzy, but it's still hilarious as fuck. Because I think we blacked out during that time, just like with food comas. All right. So what happened was some jackass homie of mine. Okay, we invited his ass for dinner or breakfast. We call it breakfast because let's be real, that's the first time we eat. So we wanted some good ass food. We invited his ass to show up because family members. Why not? Honorary family member. He showed up. This son of a bitch brought 15 gallons of goat milk. Okay, he brought that good shit with him, and my family members love that shit. Okay, so guess what happened next? We had the same reaction that most people have on Christmas, okay? We were
Okay.
literally anxious, waiting for that bell to ring. Okay, if you don't know, we pray 5 times a day.
Yeah.
We have a bell that kind of sounds off for each time of the day to remind us that hey, the evening prayer started, so you should go and start praying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Praying. So yeah, that bell rang, and let me tell you what happened. As soon as it hit, I ducked. Okay, as soon as it hit, they literally started ravaging the shit out of that food. There's the funny part. While we were starving, because that's the case, even if you train yourself for 50 fucking years to not eat anything like we do, you still get hungry real fast at this point. So you can't deny it. So the thing about it is that as soon as that bell hit and they started ravaging the food, the funny part about it was that they didn't go for the food first. They went for that gallon. And they did the same thing that you do in clubs. Everybody just start taking shots of the things, okay? We poured it in small glasses. And we just started dying of laughter and taking shots. I didn't participate because I didn't want to fucking die that day. But because, contrary to popular belief, that stuff is good enough to get you high. It just depends on what type of reaction you have to the stuff. So yeah, they started taking shots for like an hour straight, and considering the homeboy brought 50 gallons of the shit, 15 gallons of the shit, we literally couldn't stop. So we literally just kept taking shots for an hour. I took about 10, and then I started feeling queasy,
Yeah.
and I just excused myself out. But because my family members are all pretty much fucking Vikings at this point, right? And lumberjacks, they were taking 50 shots each. So they continued taking them shots. I excused myself out of that hellhole. And the next thing I remember was me eating some good ass chocolate and blacking out. And then when I woke up, guess what happened?
What happened?
It's very funny, bruh. Okay, so I woke up 1 hour later to four family members blacked the fuck out in the kitchen floor, that gallon of goat milk poured all over them in the most weirdly sexual way I could imagine, for some weird reason. Okay, and literally half of the food was just on the ground. Okay, and then when I told them what happened, guess what they said?
What
Okay,
did they
guess what they
say?
said? They said they went overboard by doing that thing where you start daring each other and who can take the most shots, and it just went downhill from there. They started taking 50 shots each, and the next thing they knew, everybody duggy, man. They started screwing everything up. So what happened was, apparently, after taking like 25 shots each, instead of feeling queasy, they just started feeling high as fuck. So they just kept taking more and more. And after like the 30, 40 shot, they blacked out. And the funny part about being blacked out at that point was literally the fact that they didn't eat anything before that situation. So the only thing they had that day for food was 50 shots worth of goat milk, maybe a drink of water, and one I don't actually know the name in English. It's kind of sus. I think it was called raspberries or something.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't raspberries. I think it was called what is that thing that old people give you on Halloween?
Uh, some caramel. I don't know.
That would be actually quite
Uh,
nice. No, I think it was called raisins. Yeah, raisins.
Raisins.
So they
Okay.
so they had a bunch of raisins, milk, and like goat milk and water. What do you think that does to someone's stomach? So think about it. No wonder they blacked the fuck out. They
Well,
literally had goat milk, water, and raisins for breakfast. That's all they ate all day.
I think.
So
Yeah.
afterwards,
Yeah.
after the whole blackout situation, apparently what happened was after they blacked out, their stomachs got turned into knots because let's be real, that's what happens if you fuck up your stomach that goddamn bad. Uh, Apparently after that, when they blacked out, when I woke them up, they were hungry as fuck. Because funny thing, when you drink only goat milk, that shit starts processing in your stomach and goes down real fast. So after they woke up, they went straight into the bathroom and did that thing that you do if you eat like 55 tacos or some Chipotle. They just start puking and shitting everywhere. And it was one hell of a weekend, by the way. So
Yeah.
after that whole situation, they ended up just having an upset stomach. They ate some couscous. Of course, we had some of that on standby to fill their stomachs. Because you gotta have some good food afterwards. You can't just be on an empty stomach after that, like 24 hours. So they had some good couscous. So a little bit of. I think it was. I don't fucking know it. I don't know what the name in English is. I'll just tell you what it is. It's called shebekia. Okay, that's what it's called. I think it's kind of like Honey Crisps and well, let's just say it's very weird food, okay? So they had a little bit of that. About one or two, not shots, I think it was like one or two bottles of water to fix their goddamn stomachs because they need to kind of pump all of that out of their system. So after they ate that, they took a nap, woke up at like 3 a.m. in the morning. The bell woke us up. And if you don't know, in Ramadan, right?
Yeah.
Because you gotta have what is it called? Oh yeah, because you have to wake up the next morning and not eat anything, right? They tell us to stay up all night until like 3 or 4 a.m., right? A bell tells you that hey, it's about time. So you basically eat anything you have, like you have some standby food, like a shelter situation. You eat all of it, like a good ass dinner, and then you sleep all night and all morning, and you wake up at 12. That's like the best strategy for it. So yeah, they had some good food, all that good shit, and yeah, the last thing I remember is that they kind of were down with it. But it was funny. It was very funny that day. It was one of the best weekends I've had
Okay.
because I had to just see that situation unfold. So yeah, what were we talking about?
Okay. I've got another tweet for you. Okay.
Oh, of course you did. All
Okay.
right.
At my funeral, a
Oh
projection screen will drop from the ceiling. The face of Sophie Turner, her hair wrapped in a towel, a glass
wait,
of red wine in her hand. Audio turns on.
wait. Who is that person?
It's some actor. I don't really care. Someone that got famous off of Game of Thrones. I don't watch the show, so I don't really know.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't watch it. And funny thing is
yeah,
about the show, the thing that makes it the greatest, according to other people, all of the sex and beheadings, right,
yeah.
is the reason why I never watched it. It literally did the reverse for me than it does to other people. I just couldn't be down with that type of sussness.
Well, one problem I have that is going to be a serious problem coming down the line is that when I finally get to publish my stories, people will look at them and say, "Wow, this is obviously inspired by Game of Thrones," and then I'll just say no, and I can prove that it hasn't by the simple fact that I will have never watched and will have never read Game of Thrones. So there you go.
Yeah, by the time we all die, the thing will probably not even be finished.
What thing?
The books, because apparently they still haven't finished them, the storybooks. You
Okay.
know, the Song of Ice and Fire, I think it's called,
Oh
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's the name of a book series.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
okay.
never understood the appeal of it. Because here's the thing. Well, yes, you could argue that those are very good qualities, sex and beheadings to have in a TV show. The thing about it is that while yes, more often than not, people are just horny for that type of shit and they want it, and I'm not mad at it. But at the same time, it seems to me that it depends on the person. You know what I'm saying? Because contrary to popular belief, more often than not, people aren't really that
Oh, uh,
loving of those
the
type
the
of
guy
archetypes and
that's going
stories.
to be doing some work at my home has showed up. I'm going to pause the stream for a
Yeah,
little bit here. Uh, so thank you all for watching so far. I will be back in a few minutes.
yeah. Well,
I will also use this time to relieve myself of my
oh,
urine.
of course. By the way, while you go do that, I'm actually gonna go get some chicken or something for lunch. So yeah, I'll also be back in like 10 minutes, give or take. Bye.
Hello, I am back. I am back, I am back, I am back. Here we go. So, we'll see how things go. And it seems that I will call Mourad right now. And if the call connects, then we will continue on the path that we have taken thus far. We will continue! Maybe I shouldn't be so excited about it. Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Okay, are you back?
Uh, kind of. I'm like halfway back.
You're halfway back. Do you need more time?
Yeah. No, just halfway back means I'm back, but like not for long. I might go back again. You know what I'm saying? Gotta go
Okay.
back into the void, to kill myself again. Yeah, 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 yeah. Go ahead. Well, all right. Where were we? Because I
Okay.
kind of forgot. I
Okay.
was reflecting on
We're
some
going over
crazy ass weekends,
the
and I kind
20
of blacked out myself.
best tweets from
Oh
women.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Next
Gotta come
one.
back to that
Next
feminism. All
one.
right.
Bring It On truly is one of the great films about intellectual property of our time.
Is that a controversial statement? Because I've never
Bring
heard
It On
that.
is some film about cheerleading that became a cult classic. I don't really care about
Uh,
cheerleading, so
yeah,
yeah.
actually, fun
Yeah,
fact, why the hell is that a movie concept? Look, I'm not mad at it, but I'm
yeah.
like, at the same time, why make a movie out of one of the most boring things that you can do in college or high school? Like, the only people that I know that do cheerleading are females that like the female aspect of looking sexy and cheering on muscular boys or their boyfriends, and gay guys or guys that love hot women that want them to cheer them on while they, let's just say, slap their homies around on the field. That's literally the only thing I know about it. It's like, besides that, I have zero experience with it because I'm not that sus. And also, I'm not that into football. American version, of course, because we don't have cheerleading for soccer, because that would be retarded.
Well, you
So
can.
yeah,
You
I mean
you
you
can have
can't. It's
cheerleading for
not.
anything. You can have
Yeah,
cheerleading for taking out a loan. Um,
uh, depends on
you
who's
can have
cheerleading.
cheerleading for doing your taxes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know who's going to be cheerleading for that. The
Who?
government would
Oh
take all
yeah,
your money.
yeah, the
Uh,
government. Just imagine
yeah,
that the government sends cheerleaders to cheer on you doing your taxes, but then you realize that it's the government just just wasting their money on paying cheerleaders to cheer on that. So with the money that you're giving them at the moment when you're doing your taxes.
this is why whenever I'm gonna have taxes, like when I start having them, I'm
Yeah.
probably not gonna pay more than half of them. Because it depends on what I'm paying for. Because if it's some stupid shit like that, I will go out of my way to start a riot at the government
Yeah.
office just to tell you, hey, either remove that from my taxes or upgrade it to something worth
I
it. God
well,
damn
let
it!
me
Like,
tell you something. I will
yeah,
go
whatever.
out of my way
Yeah.
to to tell even the king of your country if you do not pay your taxes. How about that?
Uh,
I will tell the king that you're not paying your taxes
yeah, that would be
if you tell me
respectable.
that you're not paying your taxes.
Yeah, that's true. That's like a good thing to do. Yeah, if I'm
I wonder
fucking
if I
up,
can
tell the
actually
kid.
get in contact with your king. That'd be an
You
interesting
probably can.
experiment.
You probably can. He
I-
seems like a Gucci gang member. He seems like
is he
he's
very
lit.
busy or
Depends on what type. He has that type of king thing where it's less that you're busy and more like you have to be mad. It's mandatory for you to show up to government events. You know what I'm saying? Because whenever I see this nigga on the news, he doesn't seem like he's tired. He just seems like he's disconnected. Like he doesn't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like
okay?
it's just like that child that is forced to go to school even if they don't want to. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't really seem tired. But when he's interested, he does seem all for it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think it would be
By the way,
interesting.
before you immediately accuse me of not paying my taxes,
Yeah.
that's not what I meant. I told
Okay.
you twice. It's not that I'm not paying my taxes.
Okay.
What I would do is that, like I said, I'll go to the government office and tell them to either get that out of my taxes or upgrade it to something useful. Because here's the thing, I have no problem with paying my taxes. I'll even pay you extra.
Yeah, pay
Just
me.
make sure it's important what I'm paid for. Make it like the taxes that I'm paid for is government rights, maybe food and water, maybe something like the military, like military funding, something that'll actually be helpful in my life, something that will help my country improve. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How about
I
this?
mean, I know that half of them are mandatory, like something like the military funds, because they can't, because sometimes you gotta pay to have your military be strong. You can't just not pay them. They need some sort of funding, just like with movies and private schools, because they spend a lot of money on their equipment. They need something to balance it out. So yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
How
I
about
will
this?
pay you. It's just make sure it's actually helping me in some way, even if it's not helping me directly. Make sure it makes sense.
I
Like
will
even if I,
be I will
yeah,
be
even
your
yeah, go ahead.
king, okay? And you can pay
Yeah.
me your taxes instead. How about that?
Depends on if you're actually giving me something in exchange. You know what I'm saying?
Um uh uh
Aha!
no,
Got your ass.
well, the problem is if there's only one person paying taxes, it's not like I can really give anything.
Oh, that
Yeah.
facts. That is true. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
what you have to do is this has to be a pyramid scheme, okay? So what I
Yes.
do is you pay me your taxes, and then you have to find five people that pay you their taxes, okay? And then they have to find five people to pay them their taxes. So we can do a pyramid scheme, and but I'm the king. Well, no, you can be the king. I can be the emperor that's above the king, and then the next person can be a duke or something. I don't know. Uh,
Oh yes.
or a prince. I don't know. There you go.
Who knows? No,
Yeah,
no one
who knows?
knows.
just just imagine if anyone would actually buy into that as a pyramid scheme. It's probably illegal, but I'm just imagining that I just am interested in actually trying it to see if someone would actually do that.
Look, let's be realistic.
Yeah,
Just like with half of the U.S., you wouldn't be surprised if that works. Like half of me literally wants to just do it because I know it's going to work to some extent. Because just like with most Twitter accounts and most posts like these, you kind of fully understand that yes, half of the people in your country are in fact this retarded. So you wouldn't be surprised if it works. In fact, you'd be surprised if it didn't work because they seem so gullible half the time.
yeah. But by the way, if anyone from the government is listening right now, let me just say I am not actually intending to do a pyramid scheme where I
It
claim
was
to
look,
be the
look.
emperor
It was
and take
just a meme,
everybody's
okay?
taxes.
Do you
Okay,
hear us, government? It was just a meme, okay?
it's just a
That,
meme.
that,
Yeah,
yeah, it's just a meme. It's
it's a
it's
meme.
not that serious, you know?
That's
Why
what we
so
can say.
serious? Yes, it's a meme.
Whenever someone accuses us of planning something, we can always say, "No, man, it's just a meme." Okay, you
I
got to
mean, we
understand the
are
culture.
just a meme
Yeah,
podcast. I mean,
just a meme.
yeah,
Straight from 4chan, straight from 2chan, straight from 8chan. Not
yeah, straight from Fur Affinity, straight from Rule
for
34.
affinity.
We're just a meme account, okay? We're just memeing it
Okay.
hard. We're Gucci with all of the weird weeaboo cultures, okay? We're just a meme.
Yeah, and whenever you insult someone, just say smiley face afterward.
Oh
So
yes, because that makes it
yeah,
100% better.
it makes it better. For example, I tell someone, I hate you, smiley face. And what do they say? Oh, okay. I felt really insulted for a second, but now that you said smiley face, it makes it okay.
You know what's funny? For me, I don't really do that. What I would
Yeah,
actually do, right, is that I would insult you, right?
yeah,
And then I would say keep it real. That's literally what I would post to someone. Because here's the thing, I am that kind of person who's brutally honest. So that's what I would use as an excuse. Or more accurately, less as an excuse or more as a fact. Because I don't insult people. What I do is point out your flaws straight to your face. You know what I'm saying? You need that one friend who's willing to literally tell you how much you suck, regardless of your relationship. You know what I mean? So what I would do is I would literally just tell you you suck, but instead of smiley face, I'll just say it's your own damn fault.
yeah.
But I still love you. That's literally what I would post to my friends on Facebook.
Okay, here I'll straight up say it. Barack Obama is the worst president of the 21st century. Smiley face, smiley face. Yeah. See, who can fault me for saying that because I said smiley face? There, nobody can say, "Wow, Anavultus, you're really mean. You're being very uncharitable." It's nothing you can say. Even if Barack Obama is your favorite president, even if he is your favorite person, even if he is your actual god, what you
But
can,
wow, to that extent, okay.
there's nothing you can say when I say smiley face. Nothing you can say. Nothing anyone can say. Okay, next quote. Today, I see Avengers Endgame, and no spoilers, I just don't believe Thanos can run all those tests on a tiny drop of blood.
I mean, it's the Avengers. Are you
It's the
really that
event.
surprised?
It's Marvel Comics. You don't need a blood to do a blood test in Marvel Comics. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, you could just make it a thing air. It's Marvel Comics.
yeah, I mean,
It
I
makes
don't need
sense even
blood.
if it doesn't.
Yeah, I don't need blood. I can just remove it all because apparently I don't have a pulse. Feels bad, man. No, I'm joking. No, this is an actual joke because uh, I had this problem when I was getting my vitals analyzed for my life insurance. Um, I have preferred status for life insurance, so I get very
Should
low
probably
payment
do
rate.
that too.
But
Uh,
when I did that, the person that came around to do that, when that person was looking for my pulse, just could not find it. And I don't have fat on my wrists or anything. It's not as if it's hard to find my pulse. It's just no pulse. Well, I also don't like spending time in the sun. I never look in mirrors. I like the taste of blood, but I'm not saying anything. Smiley face. I'm just saying that. It feels weird, man.
yeah, yeah, it does feel weird.
Yeah,
You know what's funny about that? About the whole pulse thing?
yeah.
I
Pulse
should
shooter.
probably get some life insurance as well. Don't know when I'm going to die next, so at least semi
I mean,
next.
you've already died once.
Yeah, probably
And
5 times
as they say,
as far as I
shadows
can
die
tell.
twice. So, uh,
Yeah, at least for me, I don't think I have that luxury of dying more than twice. So yeah, funny thing is, I've had about I don't know 150 near-death experiences. Never died once.
wow, that's a lot.
What?
That's a lot of near death experiences.
Yeah, yeah. This is why I say my life is great, uh, but not in a good way. Because here's the thing: whenever I have a weird relationship with God when it comes to life and near-death
Okay.
experiences, where I swear to God He's messing with me. Because here's the thing: whenever I question the whole me, He makes sure to put me in my place real fast.
Yeah.
But the funny thing about it, he does it like a true homeboy. He doesn't do that thing that most people do in religion where he wants absolute authority or absolute faith, right? He respects the fact that I'm questioning shit, but also doesn't want me to question everything because, let's be honest, more than half the things that you think about just kind of work. You don't really need to question because if you
Yeah,
do,
because
it's either
just
false.
because you can question everything doesn't mean that nothing is true. Yeah.
True, true. But it works the same way in reverse. Just because you never question anything doesn't mean that more than half of these things are real,
Yeah.
or are real. So
There's a balance.
yeah, there is a balance, which is the same thing with these near death experiences. Because here's the funny thing about them: I've kind of learned how to trigger them just to test out my theories. Okay, if you want to know how to trigger them, don't, because I'm pretty sure you will in fact die. Because I can't tell whether or not I'm super lucky or super fucked. It seems like I'm in a mid version of both. Because here's the thing. Apparently, I can't go 1 week without having a near death experience because I've never
Okay.
had a solid week of not nearly killing myself, let's be real. At the same time, I've never went shorter. You know what I'm saying? I've never went shorter than 1 week. He gives me breaks, but also makes sure to fuck with me every week. And the
Okay.
funny thing about it, he knows. He knows that I can't die yet. Yet. This is why I say yet. Because funny thing is, I've actually and not really tried to kill myself, but tried to trigger it more than once, and I almost stabbed
Isn't
myself.
that isn't that what
But
happened in one of the Twilight novels?
Oh God, what? No, no, no,
Yeah,
God, no,
that's literally
no.
what happens in one of the Twilight novels,
Why?
where
Why
this
does one
person
life
tries
have
to
to
have
be
near
making
death
references to
experiences
that?
on purpose.
Fuck. Okay, this is bad, man. I can't have my life be related to that piece of garbage.
I
No.
literally
Okay.
ruined your life by comparing it to Twilight.
Fuck. That's why I hate you.
Feels
All right.
bad, man.
So yeah, it feels worse than real life, man. All right.
Feels Twilight,
So
man. Smiley face.
I swear to God, I will murder you. So back to the topic at hand. All right. So like I said, I've tried to almost kill myself twice. Luckily, haven't succeeded, but unluckily, dead. Okay. Here's what I mean by it. Apparently, for me at least, as far as I can tell, the reason I say they're close to death experiences because apparently damage is not a factor.
Yeah.
What that means is just like with trying to kill yourself, as long as you're not dead, anything goes. So you can be in a coma and still technically win. So that's the problem. This is why I say I almost stabbed myself. Because apparently he doesn't give a shit, okay, what happens. As long as I'm not technically murked, then everything goes. So, yeah, but here's the good part. Apparently, what happened was I've had, what the fuck were they called? I think they're called premonitions, okay?
Yeah.
About my death, about 5 to 10 of them, at least 1 or 2 years ago. All right. So remember why I told you that I had 150 near-death experiences,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So about 15 of them, right? The only way I was able to dodge them or make sure that they didn't happen was thanks to the premonitions. I'm pretty sure he's the one who gave them to me because there's no way I would have thought about it myself. All right, I'll tell you one of the near-death
Some
experiences.
Final
Okay,
Destination stuff here.
yeah, maybe. But it's more trolly than anything else because I swear to God, this thing is fucking with me. All right. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. One of my near death experiences. Okay. So, one day, okay, just one random ass day, right? I was at the beach, okay? It was summertime, all right? The homeboy was stretching, okay? He was just going on a hike.
Stretching
And
on
yeah,
a hike on
stretch.
the beach.
Yes. Okay, look, I'll give you more context. So this makes a little bit more sense, okay? So there's a beach, okay? I
Okay.
usually go stretching and on a walk during the mountainside. That's how I stretch myself so I can be more muscular and have a better physique than before. Because I am that gamer type that just sits in the house all day. So whenever I get vacation, I make sure to work out and just get more muscular so I can have better physique for next time, okay? All right.
Yeah.
So I was on the mountainside. We had a fuck ton of rocks. There was an avalanche, okay? Now, here's the thing about the avalanche there are multiple holes in the mountainside, like cave-ins, okay? Places where it's like a small cave between the mountainside, okay?
Yeah.
There were about 5 of them.
Five.
For some weird ass reason, I was not scared at all for some weird ass reason, even though an avalanche was happening at the same time. And rather than going in the water, okay,
Yeah.
or like doing that thing where instead of you run straight forward, you just go left or right. So even if the avalanche hits, it won't hit your side because you're too far left or too far right, right? So rather than just doing that or going into the water, I went inside one of the holes, okay, one of the
Yeah.
cave-ins. For some weird reason, I picked the right one. Okay, this is why I say I can't fucking do this myself because there's no way when you pick the middle one it actually works in real life. Okay, but for some reason I picked the middle one. Okay, I just had a feeling, you know.
Yeah.
What was the song? Just had a feeling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, that's the reference I was going for. So I had a feeling to just go do that.
Okay.
Now, basically, I picked the middle one, and after like about 5 to 10 minutes, give or take, of the avalanche, guess what happened?
What happened?
Uh, Whenever I tell you to guess, I'm at least expecting some sort of
Oh,
trolly
okay.
answer. Come on.
You lived.
Uh, yes, of course. No, no, I died. That's how that went. No, okay, I lived. But here's the weird part about how I did that. Apparently, every other option that seemed normal and what most people would pick was somehow the wrong one.
Yeah.
Because apparently the avalanche was, while small, was dense enough that it got like 30 feet past the water. So even if I would have swam, I would have needed to swim for like half an hour, like in one direction in the ocean, to get past the avalanche, like the amount of rocks that hit the water. So if I picked water, I would have gotten fucking crushed. And every other hole pause in that avalanche got folded. Okay, everything got rock bottomed except the one I was in. Okay, and because it was on the mountainside, the cave in caused some rocks to collapse, and it pretty much broke every other section except mine. Okay, I don't know how. I don't question it. Okay, at this point, I know that if I question it, that nigga will just fold my ass straight up. So I don't question it. But I am thankful. That is a good thing to be. Okay, just make sure you're thankful. Otherwise, he will just regress every fucking thing you did. I learned that the hard way, at least for me. So apparently, I was the only survivor. Funny thing is, this is why I know. This is how I keep guessing that my life is scripted. There was no one else. Okay, there was literally no other human being for like, well, not a mile, but like for like 30 to 60 feet away. Okay,
Yeah.
absolutely no one around. Only my ass. Okay, and remember, this all happened in like 5 to 10 minutes. But the decision making part only happened for like 1 or 2 seconds. Like I literally had to pick real fast, otherwise I was fucked. So yeah, so this is why I say this nigga is scripting my life. Because there's no physical way this could happen, okay? In any other scenario, because it's too scripted, okay? There ain't
Yeah.
no way this is gonna work. You pick me and only me, because if there were, just like in the movies, if there was anyone else, they would just get folded real fast. So yeah, that's how I survived an avalanche, and that was only one of my 150 in my 17 years. And before you question this shit, okay, before you say anything, I will tell you one more, okay? And this one is like legit 100% facts, okay? Some
Yeah.
of them seem questionable because even to me they seem a bit sus, but like this one is facts, okay? You can even check my damn medical records, all right? Apparently, okay, apparently, after I was born, okay, something happened. And I think it was, uh, I don't know, you know the thing that they put babies in, newborns in, to give them oxygen or something? You know the
Yeah.
thing that they
Yeah.
have them
An
in? What's it called?
incubator.
Yeah, apparently my incubator malfunctioned, and I was dehydrated for like 24 straight hours.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like 2 seconds away from death, and then my mom just was taking a nap because the bitch was like woke up for like 2 straight days. She was awake, right, taking care of my ass. She woke up the exact 2 seconds before I was dead. Okay,
Yeah.
turned that thing back on, and I was back to life real fast. Now, this is why I know that nigga was messing with me, because he keeps making it too damn close, okay? And like I said, you can check my medical records. This is like a thing that I have on the goddamn things, at least mine. My mom told me she put it on record. So, yeah, that's how I almost died right after I was born, which, again, I do not question, because that nigga seemed like he was just, making sure that I got the message real fucking fast, which I really hate him for it. But I am thankful that I can go as extreme as I want and not get murked. But as long as I don't question it, then I'm Gucci. That's like the thing I learned from this shit, this experiment, I guess, is that it's like halfway. You know what I mean? As long as you don't go too far, like you don't actually try to kill yourself, you don't actually die. But at the same time, just like with good luck, if you have enough of it, you won't die yet. So that's
Yeah.
what I know. Yep, that's my relationship with the homie. It is very screwed up, but I would not have it any other way. Yeah, that's how it works. It was very fun though. It was very fun. I'll give him that one.
Yeah. Okay. Next quote.
Oh yes, gotta have the
Okay.
quotes. Hold on, before
Yeah.
you go any more quotations, okay? I just gotta go get some lunch and I'll be back. I
All
told
right.
you I
All
can
right.
only stay
All
for a
right.
couple minutes.
I'll pause as well to grab some milk.
Yes, just make sure it's not the goat milk, because remember, if you take 30 shots, you're knocked out.
Yeah. Well,
From
I
experience.
probably am a
Yeah.
lot iron
What?
stomach. I'm just
Oh,
saying that I probably could take more than 30.
more than 30 shots of goat milk.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I I'm just saying.
I really want to test this out because I really want to see your face when you regret your decision. Because
I
you know, it's like farmers. You don't mess around with their shit, bruh. You don't know what it's like until you experience it firsthand. You ain't gonna just show up, say, "Hey, you guys are some bitches. I could take more than 30 shots, no problem."
well,
And then
here's the trick.
you're 2 shots in and already feeling like you're about to throw up. And again, I
Here's the
learned that
trick.
from
All right,
experience.
here's the trick. What you do before you drink it is you get
Yeah.
some oil, okay,
Or
and then you
okay.
drink the oil first, and
Okay.
and that
Shrimp
means
or
that whatever goes into you,
oh,
it won't get absorbed by your body because there's a layer of oil in between.
technically that's cheating.
It is.
But God, is that how you can take more than 30 shots?
Yeah, that's definitely how you can take more than 30. Yeah.
But like realistically, without the cheat activated.
Oh yeah, yeah. I probably could as well. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty tough cookie.
Okay, tough cookie. Let's see. You've never seen tough until you see goat milk.
Okay, well, I've had goat cheese,
You know what?
so
You know what?
that's
Do me a favor. Okay, do me a favor. All
a
right.
favor.
Next week.
Next week.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll give you a whole ass week. Okay,
Okay.
one straight week to go to your local grocery store,
Yeah.
look up goat milk, and see if they sell that shit. Because
They
I'm not
don't.
sure they sell.
I can guarantee you they don't.
God damn. All right. Never mind. Go to Amazon. Probably gonna just get the semen
No,
straight up.
it's
Like, yeah,
expensive, man.
yeah.
If it's not
See,
locally available, it's going to be expensive.
yeah, true. All right. Okay. How about this? How about this? Go to your local farmers market. Okay. They probably have a local farmers market. It's very popular, but it's not super expensive. I mean, I could get a gallon for $1, so or $2, so it's not that expensive. Unless they sell it in the U.S. for like 50, then they're just fucking with you. So go there, okay? Go to your local farmers market. Look up goat milk, see if they sell some of that good stuff. All right. Tell them that a homie from Morocco recommended it. Maybe they'll give you a discount. Who knows? It could work, right? Go there, buy a gallon, taste just one shot of it, and if you don't feel any bitterness, any kind of weird taste, anything sus, try to down the entire gallon in 1 or 2 shots, like 1 or 2 gulps. If you can do that, then you're technically on our level. If you can't, then you got no hope. That's all I'm gonna say. You got no hope of defeating any of my family members because these niggas, they do that Viking trials bullshit. Where if you can't down the thing in 2 gulps, you ain't worth it. And I had to do that. And yes, I did barf twice afterwards because you are literally drinking a gallon
Oh
of
wait,
the equivalent of
I
horseradish.
I just found
So
a PETA
yeah.
.org article. 13 reasons never to drink goat's milk.
Oh my. Well, if one of them is that you'll become crazy,
No,
then
no,
they're not.
no. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Uh, I'm just taking a quick look. Okay, none of the reasons are legit. It's
All right,
PETA, so
great.
yeah.
Yeah, so you
So
go
it's fine.
do
It's
that
okay.
goat milk. I'll go and get myself some actual
I'm
food.
looking at a
All right?
map right now, and I actually see that there might actually be some places that sell goat milk.
Great,
Um,
look for that in your next adventure. I'll be out
but
getting
it
some
might not be
chicken.
cheap though, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, the farmers market is expensive unless you're local, so you
Okay.
go deal with that. I'll be back
Okay.
in Terminator 3.
Okay. All right. So we are taking the stream on pause, and I'm gonna grab some beverage. G'day, mates. I'm back. Let me just turn the music down. There we go. And we will commence again soon, once he returns. Let me, anybody want to hear a burp? I'll give you a burp. It's a very silent burp. And, you know, what happens in life, you take a hit. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so. There is actually a place that may be selling goat milk not too far from where I live. But it would have to be pasteurized, otherwise it would be illegal for me to drink it. Can't, because I probably wouldn't. I don't want to get in trouble with the law. Okay, but this business doesn't have a website. Okay, I'm just going to take a look at my local area. To see if there's a halal meat bazaar somewhere, but that's not in my immediate area though. Let's see. Some place that's just right down the road actually that may have something. It's a organic farm. Oh, and it has a website. Let me see if I can get the website on that. If I can get some goat milk there, I could have some today, literally, but I wouldn't get it right away. It'd be maybe a couple hours. But of course, the real question is, how big is a shot? Because obviously I can't drink a whole gallon because my stomach's not that large. Maybe it used to be. Man. I have to maybe wait some minutes in between to let my stomach empty out. Okay, let's see. Okay, no, I'm not looking about berries. Okay, no, this is just a berry farm. It's just a berry farm. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for actual goat milk. Okay, so this farm, LLC, is a dairy farm, and I see a picture of a goat on there. But I want to see reviews for it though. I want to see, because there's free. It's a 5-star review thing. Okay, it's wonderful. What an amazing place she has. By the way, this is gonna dox me if you search up the wording of a review, but you know what? That's fine. Her goats are happy, and she is extremely knowledgeable. Learning so much from her, and she teaches my son for his 4-H goat project. Wow. Response from owner, thank you so much. Okay, I don't really care too much what the owner says. Absolutely the best place to purchase goats in Florida. Carol is, okay. I'm not looking to purchase goats, I'm just looking for some milk though. But it is a dairy farm. It is described as a dairy farm, and they do sell goats, so I assume that they do have goat milk. and that's not very far from where I live. But what is the actual nutritional information on goat milk? Is it more fatty than milk? Uh, Goat milk. I think it probably is, but I'm not sure. Okay, but it's probably a lot more difficult to acquire because okay. Goats produce about 2% of the world's total annual milk supply. The vast majority of the rest is probably cows, maybe some horse in there as well, especially in Mongolia. Goat milk naturally has small, well-emulsified fat globules, which means the cream remains suspended in the milk instead of rising to the top as in cow milk. Therefore, it does not need to be homogenized. Indeed, if the milk is used to make cheese, homogenization is not recommended, as this changes the structure of the milk, affecting the culture's ability to coagulate the milk and the final quality of the yield of cheese. Dairy goats are okay. Goat milk. Goat milk is commonly processed. Goat cheese. Some varieties. Goat butter is white because goat milks produce milk with a yellow beta carotene converted to a colorless form of vitamin A. Okay, so some nice vitamins. Oh, and there do exist milking machines for goats, so that's good. But what is nutrition? Okay, the American Academy of Pediatrics discourages feeding infants milk derived from goats. An April 2010 case report summarizes their recommendation and presents a comprehensive review of the consequences associated with the dangerous practice, also stating many infants are exclusively fed unmodified goat's milk as a result of cultural beliefs, as well as exposure to false online information. Anecdotal reports have described a host of morbidities associated with that practice. People died? Holy cannoli.
Yo, what you doing?
Oh, I'm just looking at some goat milk stats.
Okay, that's one way to research the shits. By the way, get rid of the BRB thing on your live stream.
Yeah, I will.
I can't read any of the text. You know, I gotta look it up sometimes too. You know, if you gotta get the deets, then share them. By the way, I will send you some links because why not? You know, I got some stuff to do today. Why not share some links with the homie?
Okay.
All right, I'll send you a very funny meme. Okay, very funny meme. Okay, it's gonna be very wholesome and very not sus. Okay, I can guarantee that it's not sus. All right,
Okay.
it's not gonna be sus. I promise.
Oh, looks like goat milk has more fat than cow's milk, but not by a lot. Not a lot
Uh,
more.
yeah, it
It's sort
seems
of in
like that's
between
the
cows and
case.
human milk when it comes to fat amount. However, it has a lot more protein than human milk.
Than
Lactose
human milk.
is
Then maybe
actually
you should feed
lower
it
than
to your
cow's milk.
kids. That should help.
Actually, no. It's not recommended. It says I actually have statistics here that say that people uh, died
Die.
died because they did that. Uh,
Yeah, they must have not been down with the sus. Yep. How do you die from that, really? Have zero stomachs? Oh well. Here you go. I'm just sending you a meme. Just a
okay,
meme.
okay. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, it's oh oh okay. It's some cats.
Yes,
Oh,
cat
I
politics.
actually recognize one of these.
Oh, damn, he does. So he is down with the first. Or,
One of
okay,
these looks like it's inspired by an image
yeah,
of uh, Emperor Charles V of the Holy Roman Empire, also known as Charles I of Spain, um,
okay,
who is a very important king and emperor. They,
okay.
who once
Yeah,
got spooked by a French
knowledge.
prince. Uh,
Got spooked or spoofed? Which one is it?
spooked, yeah.
But what did he pretend to be a ghost?
No, no, no. What he did is he approached him from behind. He said, "Ah, you're my prisoner," and the emperor just got spooked so hard he just galloped his horse away.
Wait, he was on a horse. Then how did he get behind him?
What? It's not impossible to get behind someone who's on a horse.
But would the horse kick you like immediately?
Well, no, he probably was also on a horse. The French
Then,
prince,
then, then
and this French
how?
prince eventually died when he got sick after going into a an abandoned house that had been condemned for the plague, and he had a pillow fight with his soldiers. And
Are you sure you're not making this up?
no, I'm not making this up.
Uh, are you sure though?
I'm
Because
absolutely sure this is not made
this
up.
100%
Legit
was like the
happened.
gayest ass pillow fight
It,
I've seen in the 15th
well, he's
century.
not gay, but and it was actually
It
the
might as well be if you're gonna have a pillow
16th
fight with your
century. I'll have you
squads.
know. Uh,
What?
it's the 16th century.
Oh damn. Okay, I fucked up the
Yeah.
dates, but I didn't mess up when it comes to the gayness. Come on, come on. Let's be real. Ain't no military soldier gonna have a pillow fight with his squad mates. Come on.
Well, actually, that's something that I saw on an army fails compilation. There's an actual pillow fight because in most armies you're not allowed to have actual fights with other soldiers. So instead,
Well,
you do a
duh,
pillow
but
fight.
to what? Is certain dominance? Like what the? It's got to be for gay reasons. There's no way it's for straight reasons.
No,
Come on,
I would like to have a pillow fight. You know, if we ever meet, we can have a pillow fight. I'll pillow fight you.
just make sure not to snap my neck. You know?
Yeah, yeah. I'm actually pretty
Don't-
strong,
don't-
so you got to be
Yeah,
careful.
don't take it too seriously.
I'm
Okay,
I
just look. Okay, here are my rules if you're gonna have a pillow fight with me. Three rules.
yeah,
Okay, number one, don't aim for the legs, because if you do, they're gonna die. Okay, and then I'll kill you. All right.
yeah.
Because they're already broken. I
Okay,
don't need them to be more broken. Because I will shoot you if you aim for my legs. And remember, hood rules. Shoot first, ask questions later. I'm not down with that sus. I will shoot you first. Okay. Second rule. Don't aim for the dick, no matter what. Okay, that is a weak spot. I
well, if it's
understand.
a pillow, come on, man. You gotta.
You just said you were strong. I'm pretty sure if you aim there, you're gonna kill me. So don't. Okay? Don't.
Okay,
Just don't. It's that easy. Just don't. All right. And third rule, okay, most important, okay, if we're gonna have a fight, you gotta go rounds, okay. You gotta have at least 1 hour. You can't just keep fighting for 3 hours. You gotta have it based on rounds, okay. Otherwise, it's just be chaotic, okay.
okay,
There's something that's too much fun, okay.
okay,
Gotta make sure
okay.
to have the rules set in
So
place.
I've got a quote for you. Okay,
What's he do?
yeah. Just saw a quote that said, "You did not wake up today to be mediocre," and it's like, yes, I did. It's a Tuesday. That's another quote from women uh, on it this week. Um,
What type of women are these?
I don't know. These must be some middle class office workers because there's no way someone says, "Oh, you didn't wake up today to be mediocre." It's, "Oh yeah, I actually did wake up. It's a Tuesday." Come on, man. That come on. That's obviously some middle class privilege right there. Uh,
Yeah, or some retardation.
I don't
Like,
know.
what the hell? What type of bullshit is this? All right, never mind. Okay,
Happy
so what else?
Shakespeare Day. My favorite of his works is 10 things I hate about you. Now, the problem with that statement,
Realistic, realistic.
the problem with that statement is that Shakespeare did not write 10 things I hate about you.
But
What
he probably
Shakespeare
should have.
actually wrote is the derivatory work of that, the taming of the shrew, on which 10 things I
What
hate
the
about you
hell is
is
a
based.
shrew?
Okay, a shrew, okay, is
Yeah.
an unpleasant, ill-tempered woman characterized by scolding, nagging, and aggression.
So half of the women you meet online and in your
So what
social life.
what happens in the taming of a shrew is that the character, he's obviously Italian. Petruchio, come on, that's an obviously Italian name. Thanks Shakespeare for your Italophile tendencies there. Uh, he he essentially does a bunch of emotional abuse on this woman until she turns until she becomes a decent woman. And
So
that's
what,
why
Stockholm syndrome? Like what the fuck? What
he,
type of ass
I'm
beating
reading
is
the I
this?
haven't read this play, but I haven't watched it. So the Wikipedia play says Petruchio tames her with various psychological torments, such as keeping her from eating and drinking until she becomes a desirable, compliant, and obedient bride.
What type of sexual acts are these? What the fuck is this
He,
BDSM bullshit?
he
Alright, what
abuses
type of
her.
okay,
Well, in those
what
days,
type of
people thought it
slavery
was
is this?
well.
Does this
Obviously,
seem
it's a
like
comedy play,
such
so
an
it's not
ass
supposed to be
backwards way of
serious.
doing this?
But here I've got a little quote here from the play, from uh, her speech. Fie, fie, unknit that threatening, unkind brow, and dart not scornful glances from those eyes, to wound thy lord, thy king, thy governor. It blots thy beauty as frosts do bite the meads. Confound thy fame as whirlwinds shake fair buds. And in no sense is meet or amiable. A woman moved is like a fountain troubled, muddy, ill seeming, thick, bereft of beauty, and while it is so, none so
What type
dry
of
or
naming
thirsty.
is this?
This is Shakespeare.
Yeah, I know. What type of lyrics are these?
It's a poem. It's
Are
a
you sure?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
There you go. That's
One
life.
weird ass poem.
Okay. But I think it's very ironic that a woman would say, my favorite work of Shakespeare is a work that Shakespeare didn't actually write, but that is based on a work that Shakespeare wrote that, in theory, would be very demeaning to feminism. So,
I think this woman is just some very kinky stuff. We should probably get some help or just what is it called? Deassociate yourself with her. I don't know. Just don't have her in your social circle. She's
okay.
probably gonna rape someone. Don't associate yourself with her. Just run. Okay. I speak from experience. Just run. Okay. They can't run that fast, so just haul ass or do the classic Mexican and German and probably every man style thing. She says she's pregnant. You haul ass on a plane, hop halfway across the country, make sure her boarding pass is destroyed, and she can't follow you. At least
She
that's
can't
what I
follow you.
do. Yeah, she can't follow you.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, speaking about Twilight,
No,
Ed,
no,
Ed,
please don't. I
Edward or
will beat the
Jacob?
shit out of you
Are
at
you
this point.
team
No,
Edward, or are you team Jacob?
I will actually kill you.
Okay,
No,
okay, I'll stop. Sorry. Instead, I'll say another quote. I don't know if people are aware of this, but don't you? But you don't have to go to med school to become a doctor. You can just rewatch all of Grey's Anatomy a few times on Hulu.
you know he's not wrong, right? Because that's
Actually, it's a
literally
woman.
what. What?
All of these are women.
No, I mean the quote.
Oh yeah.
It has to be a guy quoted it and a female saying I like it. Isn't that the case?
No, 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 no. All of these are
Because if
quotes
it's
made by women.
yeah, but who's the original writer?
The
Uh,
woman.
oh, okay. So she's not wrong. Yeah, yeah, she's probably not even wrong.
But
I've
the
seen that
problem
happen a
is
lot on the internet. You
that,
know, the
unfortunately, in the United States, there are laws that you can't become a medical doctor unless you are approved by certain groups. So
Oh yes, of course.
unfortunately, you can't Netflix and chill to become a doctor. Uh,
Uh, that's one way to do it.
yeah, you sending me a video?
Yes.
Okay. Sci-fi short film. A date in 2025. Okay. Uh,
It's a very funny video. I relate to it a lot
you relate to it.
because I do have friends like this, and I mean exactly like the
Hmm.
protagonist. So yeah.
Yeah. How about this? But is anyone really confident with the way they say Worcestershire sauce?
What is that? Like what is that?
Okay. Okay. So,
What type of sauce is that?
okay. I'll. Oh, snap. That's not what I meant to do. Uh, oh well. Worcestershire sauce is a fermented liquid condiment created in the city of Worcestershire, England, in the first half of the 19th century. The creators were the chemists. It was created by chemistry, but
What type of bullshit is this, bro? What type of sauce is this? A scientific one or a food type one? It sounds
did
like they're
look
literally
at how it's
making
spelled though.
nukes.
There's many different ways to pronounce it.
What the hell?
Worcestershire, Worcester is what
What type
people
of
say.
sauce is this, fam? This sounds like some bullshit right now. I don't even know.
I've never actually had it. Now that I think about it,
I don't think you even want to. What the hell?
I probably would like it. I don't know.
It sounds like liquid heroin in a sauce. Literally, what the hell is this?
By the way, your voice is cracking a little bit. Are you a
Oh
bit
yeah,
sick?
I'm sick.
Yeah,
I have diabetes and herpes
diabetes.
and probably also meth in my system today. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I,
uh,
I I know a lot
yeah.
about diabetes, and I don't
Oh, good.
think that a sore throat is that common a symptom of diabetes
You
mellitus.
don't want to know how I got it, okay? You
Okay,
don't want to know.
I don't
Well,
want to
let's just
know.
say
Well,
I've
actually, I
been.
do want to know. Tell me, how did you get your sore throat?
Uh, what?
How, how, tell me what happened to your throat that made it makes your voice sound like this?
What do you think I did? That's my question.
Well, I'm thinking that there might be some inflammation, um, some swelling a little bit, perhaps.
Oh yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
That's.
Because
But
what
how
happens
did I?
is, and this is
Just,
actually a natural and an important immune response. Um,
oh yes, of
so
course.
I think it's a bit silly when people try to uh, medicate the symptoms, because the reason why you have these symptoms is because your immune system is responding. So these symptoms are actually an important part of your immune response. So when people then say we need to stop the runny nose, we need to stop the throat soreness, I say, well, isn't that the same as giving your body a harder time trying to recover?
I mean that is true.
Yeah, I
Uh,
maybe
but at
people.
this, yeah, what,
Yeah, maybe now
yeah,
there's going to be medical people in the comments section who are going to say, "No, you're wrong. Actually, it doesn't do anything if you treat the symptoms." But I tend to disagree.
yeah. For me personally, I don't actually take any form of medication.
Yeah,
The only time I do was last night when the symptoms were so bad that I could actually not fall asleep.
yeah, yeah. I
So
understand that if
so I
it's
actually just took a
stopping your
small
other
pill.
functions.
Like it wasn't
Yeah,
actually anything like super advanced. It was literally like a 50 cent fever pill, just something that lowers your fever by like 10%. It's for children, so I just took that. It lowered my fever to a reasonable extent, and yeah,
yeah.
uh,
I
I
mean,
just slept normally, and then the next morning I woke up fine.
when
So
I'm in a lot of pain, I don't take pain medication.
oh, why you wanna tough it out?
Yeah, man. I don't like pain medication because it sort of makes my head a little bit fuzzy. Not a lot, just a little bit, and I don't. It feels weird, man, and I don't like it. So, yeah. So, next quote: If you don't think that cats have two hands and 2 feet, when you need to grow, then you need to grow up. Okay? They have arms at the top and legs at the bottom. You're being childish if you don't agree. I think whoever wrote this is childish because the name
Yeah,
of this person is Beth McCall, but the Twitter handle is at I'm Teddy Bless.
really?
I'm thinking, is this an H3H3 meme?
Probably, probably. I would
Okay,
not put it down past them. You know, these
because
people
you've
are
got
crazy.
the Teddy Fresh on the one hand and the Papa Bless on the other, and when someone says I'm Teddy Bless, it feels to me like someone's making an H3H3 reference, uh, but it might just be a coincidence. Papa Bless, is that something you would say? Would you say Papa Bless? Hello, are you dead?
Depend.
Yeah.
No, no, I'm just eating.
Okay.
No, no,
No,
I'm not saying that.
you would
No,
not say Papa Bless.
no.
No. Why not?
It depends on what that means exactly.
Okay.
What does it mean?
Do you know who Papa John's is? Papa
No,
John.
no.
Okay, he's a multi-millionaire
Of
uh,
course he is, man.
who has a huge mansion, and he got famous because he is also the founder and owner of a pizza
But
restaurant chain called Papa John's.
okay,
So he is the main marketer for his own restaurant. So when people eat some pizza and some soda pop from Papa John's, it's customary to say Papa Bless.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll probably say it if I'm eating good pizza. Why not?
yeah. Okay. Next quote. Uh, Good morning to everyone, but
By the
especially,
way,
yeah,
by the way, you know what's funny about this situation right now? We're somehow, right, somehow completely ignored talking about politics,
yeah.
completely ignored about video games. We're just in the middle where we just make some stupid quotes and read some retarded ass blogs. That is funny because like we literally don't do anything at this meme podcast except troll around, which
No,
I
no,
don't mind.
these are top
It's
quality memes from the women of this world. Would you deny the Huffington Post, the voices of these women? What you're saying is against political correctness. What you're saying is a crime against all women everywhere. Why don't you shut your mouth, deplatform yourself, and allow the women to talk for themselves?
wait, hold up. How do you deplatform yourself?
It's essentially just shutting up.
Okay, I mean that's one way to phrase it, but all
Yeah,
right, pretty weird way to phrase it. I'll give you that. Speaking of weird phrasings,
yeah.
uh, yeah, I
Smiley
gotta
face.
ask a question. Got you know what? Never mind. Never mind. Just continue talking some bullshit quotes.
No,
I'm out. I'm literally out. I'm just gonna finish my lunch, shut the fuck up, and not even quote anything.
no. It was a meme. I was memeing you about feminism.
Oh, I know. It's just it was so cringy that I actually lost some brain cells right now. So I'm like, you know what? You know what? You can meme as hard as you want. I'm out.
You're out. Okay. Next quote. Good morning to everyone, but especially the woman at 7-Eleven who kept saying, just a splash, as she dumped creamer after creamer in her coffee. Do you put creamer in your coffee? Do you? I don't. Yeah.
Wait, you're talking to me?
Yeah. Who else would I be
Uh,
talking to?
well, I thought I was out, so you know,
Uh, well, no,
just saying.
it's not that easy. Here's a little behind the scenes for everyone out there. What's actually happening is that we're actually in the same room, and I've got the keys to the door, so he can't leave until I say he can leave.
Oh yes, that is true. Except here's the even more behind the scenes.
Yeah.
The reason why I can't leave is because he got my social security number and he threatened to release it to the world. So I can't leave yet.
Yeah, even though I
And
would go to
also,
mega prison for doing that.
the problem is he has the links to all my lolly fan art. So this is why you don't send your friends any pictures. And because of that, I can't leave yet because he promised that if I leave, he will send that to the FBI and get
Yeah.
my ass arrested. And funny thing is, just like with the boss fights, that those aren't even all my links. I still got like over 5,000 more. Probably should not be admitting that,
What you're
but
saying is that
screw
there's
it.
more incriminating evidence.
Wait, you thought that was all my evidence, nigga? You haven't even seen anything yet. You
Uh,
just wait.
I don't want to see anything. I keep
Yep.
telling you I don't want to. I don't want to.
But remember, once I send you a link, you're not gonna leave yet. So I'm just gonna keep sending you until I'm run
Okay,
out,
but
which will probably
on an
never
honest
happen.
note though, how do
Yeah.
you like your coffee?
I actually don't drink it.
Okay, you don't drink
But
coffee.
if I
Okay,
would, okay,
yeah,
I would probably have it be decaffeinated. At least not
decaf.
super caffeinated, because I
Okay,
don't really like coffee that messes up with my heart rate. Okay.
yeah, yeah, it is bad if it messes you. Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably have it with whipped cream because those are fucking delicious. Okay,
Okay.
probably not too much sugar because that will affect me a little bit. And what else? What else? Oh yeah, probably have some nuts in it. You know, like we do with Zaza over here. So yeah,
Some nuts, some hazelnut.
yeah, some hazelnuts. It's
Yeah,
delicious.
that's the real stuff, man. I love a hazelnut in the morning. It's just really good. Uh, no, the way I like coffee is it's either go all the way or don't go anywhere. I can drink it black. Okay, I'm not against black coffee. I like all the colors of coffee, unless it's an unnatural color, in which case that can go die. But I
It's funny. Just go die. Go kill yourself.
no, honestly, if you serve me coffee and it's looking blue green or something, I'm not
Yeah,
drinking
no.
that.
Then you just already know that nigga was trying to poison you and failed because it was too obvious.
Yeah, I mean, what's this? This is cyanide or something. You're not drinking raw cyanide. I mean, I've already had cyanide poisoning once. I'm not gonna have it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, that's the funny part because I would do the same thing. If you try to poison me, what I would do is not actually like be mad at you. Instead, what I would actually do is be like, "Hey, at the very least, we're gonna kill me right. I'm not some basic ass bitch. You gotta at least give me some cool cyanide, not just normal
Yeah,
cyanide. You gotta add some sugar
and then
into
when you
that
ask for
bitch."
the cool killing method, what they do is they just dump a bunch of diamond dust in your coffee, and then when you drink it, over the next few weeks, your guts just get ripped apart by tiny diamond shards. Um,
Yes,
it's
yes,
a
you
very
gotta.
expensive way of killing someone, but it's also highly effective because
Oh
there
yes, it's the
literally
right way
is
to
no
do it.
antidote to that. Because
Yeah,
what you'd have to do is you'd have to literally pull every single tiny bit of diamond out of your
shitting
intestines,
crystals.
but that's
It's
not
funny,
really
shitting
possible though.
crystals.
So it's just a guaranteed kill, but it's very very painful because
Oh, yeah.
it's just these diamonds shredding your guts, and yeah, you can't recover from that. But no,
Yes.
I drink coffee black. I can also drink it very sugared, but I never put creamer on it. So people look at it, they think it's black, but instead it's got maybe 20 sugar cubes in it because I like some sugar. I drink sugar water by itself actually. I sometimes I like to just get some water, put some sugar in it, a ton of sugar, then just dissolve the sugar, then drink it. Um,
Why not just put full on Kool-Aid on that?
man, I don't like Kool Aid. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. All right.
Because it's got colors in it. I don't like weird colors, as I said earlier. Uh,
Yeah, but what I would actually do is probably just grind up some orange juice or something and just add that to the sugar water.
yeah, as
You
if you
know?
could grind juice.
Wait, you don't know how? Wait, you guys
Grind
don't do that?
juice.
No, make some juice, right?
Yeah,
Mix it up with the sugar water
yeah,
and just kind of dissolve some of it.
yeah. You
Wait,
could,
you
but
really don't know how to do that?
well, no. It's just the way you said it was a bit weird.
Oh,
I,
you should
because
be
juice is a
surprised.
liquid, and you told me to grind it, and it sounds weird.
Yeah, but hey, that's how I do my things in life. So
Unless by
no
grind you
bullshit.
meant
This
do the grinding dance on it, which would be even weirder.
stuff.
And no, I would not do
What
that.
is the grinding dance? I've never heard of that.
Uh, Grinding something is when you sort of it's sexual in a sense.
Of course it is. God
It's
damn it.
a it's when
Ah, yes.
you rub against it with your body.
Unintentional gay lording. One of my special
Well, it wouldn't be
abilities.
gay because it's an inanimate object and an ungendered object, but it would be weird, really
It is
weird,
funny. It is
and
very
sort
funny
of
that I
inappropriate.
can still make sexual acts by accident without even trying and still make it sound sus. Swear to God, this is rigged. All right, so
It's not rigged,
uh, it's probably is
but
rigged.
no,
Let's be honest.
people
Half the
that put creamer in their
conversations I have,
coffee
I don't even know how I have them.
don't know what to do. Anyone that thinks that Starbucks is the top level of coffee, I'm just gonna say you're wrong. I used to live in
Look,
Italy.
look, look.
I've had some
look.
good
Fam,
cappuccino in my
fam,
time.
fam, fam.
Don't go
It's
to
called
Starbucks,
marketing, okay?
huh?
People just know how
Marketing
to market some sort of product,
called
just
marketing,
like
more
with
like Karl
McDonald's
Marx,
burgers,
eh?
okay?
Yeah.
You know, this is why I never trust any company-made thing or object, because I know that more often than not, it's just overrated, just like with video games
Yeah, it's
and
a triple
movies.
parentheses behind it all.
Oh yes, of
That
course.
that's a very edgy meme, by the way. If you didn't get it, it's um,
Everything is edgy. It's not like you have any soft beams.
uh, you're not wrong. Um, okay, here's another quote. I always feel so embarrassed when celebrities and artists take to social media to air petty grievances about their critics. Like, do they not have a group text?
Wait, you're implying that all social media stars know each other. I mean, let's be honest, more often than not, they do. But, like, because they have connections with each other, because they usually do the same thing for a living. Just like with YouTubers, most of them know each other to some extent. But, like, what do you mean group message? What the fuck? Like, it's like, imagine having H2H3,
Yeah,
PewDiePie,
yeah.
and T Series have a group message. Like, what the fuck? Those are so different, yet so retarded in their ideals half the time. There's no way they can have an official group message with each other. It'll just be chaotic. Like, what type of gay shit? Seriously?
But
I'm
what they're also
imagining it, and
implying
it's
is
so
that
funny.
there could be a secret conspiracy between the celebrities that the Illuminati actually exists is what this is saying. Secret. It's not. They're not saying it explicitly, and they probably don't think it. But what they're implying is that there's a secret group text where all the celebrities and the artists get together and talk about things. So what this Britt Bennett here, who wrote the text, is implicitly doing is saying that there's a conspiracy theory.
Oh, yes, of
Yeah.
course. Gonna have a bunch of those,
But I
even
think
if they make
it's
it
a bit
so.
silly. It's like how people say the scientific community, as if all scientists know each other and talk to each other. It's kind of weird.
But it's not wrong, at
Well,
least half of the time.
it is kind of wrong because it's not exactly that's not actually how it works.
It's
But
not accurate, but let's be honest. If they
okay,
could, they would.
here's another one. This one's about some children. Okay, you like children?
Of course, you gotta have some edgy pics. Yes.
Uh, no, you're sending me. Oh wow, that's some edgy stuff there. Oh,
Look, I'm
um,
just sending you some gay shit I found yesterday.
oh no. Okay. By the way, people asking me, he's not sending me actual. Uh, I'm not receiving pornographic content. If anybody's wondering,
Just so you guys know, we're both correct and both wrong at the same time. It's explicit, but technically not gay.
and I
I
also
just like to
did not
say that.
solicit this, just so everyone knows.
Oh
Um,
yes.
okay,
Look,
my
look. I
five
just
year.
love to send him cringy shit that I find. Okay,
Okay,
it's a good troll tactic.
speaking about troll tactics, how about some 5-year-olds? Okay,
Uh,
okay.
okay, wait. I know I sound very sus to the FBI, but that sounded way too wrong. What the hell are you talking about? Speaking of troll tactics, let's just talk about 5-year-olds. What the
Yeah,
hell?
yeah. Let's talk about some 5-year-olds.
You're gonna kill
My
me, man.
5-year-old neighbor is out in her garden banging on bin lids, singing, "It's Easter today, and I love chocolate and chicken." And it feels a lot like my interior monologue has taken human form and moved in next door.
Why does that sound like the best ass neighbor I would have? It sounds like me if I was your neighbor. I would just go outside, start yelling, "I love me some goat milk, chicken, and fucking chocolate Easter eggs." God damn it,
But
bro.
speaking about uh, memes, this has come full circle. Okay, you ready for this? Because
Yeah.
this proves, in fact, that the NPC meme is true. Because
What does the NPC mean?
that there's people out there, okay,
Yeah.
that don't have an internal monologue and instead just believe whatever they're told by the mainstream media.
Oh, those are called retards. Oh,
Yeah,
but yeah.
but the meme is that these people don't think for themselves, and that they usually have a protocol where they say "Orange Man bad," which refers to just the general media outrage against Donald Trump. But anyway,
Why is he into orange, man? I never got that.
because his skin color is kind of orange.
Okay, that's one way to discriminate against a person or troll him, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, what's interesting here, because she's saying it feels a lot like my interior monologue has taken human form and moved in next door. But what the NPC memers would say is that this person has actually lost her interior monologue, and it has actually taken human form and moved in next door. So now she doesn't have an interior monologue. She doesn't think inside her own head, because now she is an NPC. There you go.
Okay. Okay.
That's okay.
By the
Next,
way,
yeah,
you know what's funny? You know
yeah,
what's funny?
yeah,
Remember last week, right?
yeah.
Where I wanted to send you a gay song, and as soon as I sent it to you, you just died, like straight up. You just crashed and then left the server. And I tried to send it to you again, but you never replied.
I
So
crashed. Yeah, I actually did.
Yeah, so what happened besides you crashing? Did you actually crash for a whole week, or did you just forget? Because remember, I still have that gay song if you want, you know?
Well, what actually happened is my sound card died again,
Oh,
uh,
yes.
and I had to essentially shut down everything and restart everything, and that process for me takes quite some time. So essentially, the podcast had to end there. Uh, but
Oh,
there you go.
yes, of course.
But
But no problem, no
yeah,
problem.
the
Don't worry
next,
about it, okay?
the
I still
next,
have at
okay,
least seven more gay songs to send your ass.
okay.
And I will send them right now.
All
To
the single
just,
furries is one of them.
no, I
No,
wish that
it's
was
not.
the
Okay.
case, but no, I'm not that cringy. I'm not that cringy,
Okay.
okay?
Okay. The next one of the 20 funniest tweets from women, okay, is this one's an image. Uh,
Of
yeah.
course.
Says, "Your Postmates have arrived." So I'm going to open this in a new tab, and I'm just going to do some some quick oh, it's a Game of Thrones meme. I was hoping for so much more, but it's just a Game of Thrones meme in the end. Not not worth my time.
Oh, it's disappointing.
Disappointed. Disappointed. Livid. I am livid. I am so angry right now. Why do people keep
Listen,
sending
listen,
me Game of
listen,
Thrones memes?
listen,
I don't care about Game of
listen.
Thrones. My story is
Everyone,
not based on Game of Thrones. Please stop comparing me to
stop
George R. R.
ranting,
Martin.
goddammit. Listen,
Yeah.
listen. I will help you, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, to everyone outside of the universe and inside of it at the same time.
Yeah.
If you want to send a meme to Anavultus, there are three types. You gotta
Three
make sure
types.
it's either very cringy,
Okay.
very dark, because he loves his dark memes. He can never have a
What?
soft meme,
Some
okay?
Holocaust memes? What? Okay.
No, no, you
No,
know
no.
the
Keep
hard
going. Keep going.
keep sending me. Okay, and the third and his most favorite type, it has to be controversial. It's either some Italian memes, some German memes, or some British memes. He never sent me into Moroccan memes, only German memes. I don't know why. Okay, and make
Well,
sure to
I don't
send him
know
a lot of
Moroccan memes. Okay, I don't
very
live in Morocco.
send him some very cringy plays. Maybe some Italian play, maybe some German play. I don't know why he picks old people with creepy pedophile faces,
It's
but
not a
that's
pet.
all. Look,
That
you sent me like seven
Günther
of the
Webel is a
creepiest
very
pedophiles I've
respectable
ever
gentleman.
seen. Second only to Jared Fogle, okay? I don't
Okay.
know how you find these motherfuckers, but you do, okay? I never slept, okay? Since you sent me those fuckers,
You never slept.
I
You
haven't
never
slept
slept.
for a week, okay? I've literally slept in
After seeing
increments.
Günther Webel's face, you never slept.
I haven't slept for a week after that. Literally slept only in increments. This is why I'm yelling right now. My voice is dead, by the way. Thank you for that.
Okay. Because I was
God,
going to suggest, okay, that we maybe should do a duet. Because that's
no,
something you had said.
no, I would kill myself before I do that.
Okay. Because you said, why don't we do a duet? That's what you said a few weeks ago. And I said, maybe that's very interesting. We would
Wait,
have
of
to do a
what?
sync test, though.
What? Listen.
Yeah?
You gotta understand, okay?
Yeah?
I'm the type of friend who's probably on meth when we're hanging out.
Meth.
I don't know
Okay.
what half of what the shit I say, okay? That's just real. I forget half of what I say after we're done,
What if
okay?
I
It's like
told
an
you?
acid trip. I
What if
don't
I told you
remember,
that
okay?
I memorized every single word that we have said on the podcast?
All of it,
I,
every single
what if I
episode.
told you that? What? If, yeah. What if
Well,
I?
I would say three things, okay?
Yeah.
No, number one is I'm not surprised you are in fact not smart and obsessed with this bullshit, okay? Number two, if that doesn't make you gay, then I don't know what will. And number three, please tell me what I said because I keep forgetting what I actually do with life half
Okay.
the time after I do it. So
Okay.
yeah, if you got some advice, hook your boy up.
Okay. I'll tell you. Number one, when you said it, it was 2 weeks ago. But I also do not remember everything you said. So I was memeing you. I didn't actually remember everything you said. So I'm not gay. There you go. Next quote.
You know what's funny about this?
Yeah.
I'm that person who's really just down with everything and doesn't even care if you call me gay. While you try everything in your power to make sure that they don't associate you with me. Like you'll go out of your way to probably shoot me just to make sure that they don't call you gay. That's what I find so funny. It's very funny.
Okay. Okay. Age 17. Okay. So this woman is 17 years old.
Yeah.
I can't wait to travel the world. Now at age 37, 20 years later, feeling kind of adventurous, might go to the good grocery store 10 miles away. But no, this is so true, actually, in my own life as well.
Yeah, that's why I'm laughing.
I just get to a point where, I don't actually want to travel anymore. It's just not interesting. When I was a kid, I used to travel, and I used to think, yeah, it's great. But nowadays, why travel? It's just a lot of money, and
Yeah, it's because when you're young you don't pay for it, but when you have to pay for it, then you're like, fuck that,
yeah.
you
So,
know?
but still, age
And
17,
while the
I can
parents they
show
have it
you the
backwards. You
world.
know what's funny? The
Yeah.
parents they have it backwards. They will pay for you as much as you want to go on vacations. But when they get old, they're like, it's your turn to pay for us, and they'll just try to force you to go on vacation. It'd be like the opposite. Rather than you begging them to go on vacation, they will beg you to take them
Okay.
on vacation.
Here's a question: If you went on vacation outside of your
Uh,
country, where would you go?
yeah, probably Italy, France,
Italy,
maybe Germany,
France, Germany,
uh, probably Slovakia. I met a friend from there.
Slovakia.
Uh,
Okay.
let's see. Probably US, just so I can kill you. Let's see. What else? What else? Oh yeah, I'll probably go to Iceland just to check out some of the icemen. Okay,
Okay.
just go some ice skating, or professionally, of course. What else? I'll probably go to India. Why not meet some Indian
India.
people? Hang out with them, maybe hit some weed. What else?
Yeah, some T series.
What other? God damn it, man!
Bollywood.
What other good places to visit? Oh yeah, I would probably visit. What is it called? Uh, Texas. Yeah, I'll probably visit Texas.
Texas.
Maybe get some gunfights. You know.
Gunfights.
with some old-fashioned cowboys.
Well, to be fair, there's laser tag, so maybe that can happen, or
Yeah, that'll probably be even better.
paintball, things like that that exists.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do something like that. You know, what's funny about this?
What is?
Uh, the way I see this situation right now,
Yeah.
it just looks like this is a therapy session.
Therapy session. For
Yep.
whom? Who's getting a therapy?
Probably the internet itself.
The internet itself.
Yep. And with
As
its,
as
yeah,
the Joker once said in the 1989 Batman movie, "This town needs an enema."
that's it.
Well, he said a lot of other things, but that's a quote.
By the way,
Yeah.
check out the gay songs I sent you.
Uh, maybe afterwards.
Yes, he doesn't want to associate with the gays. He can only do it off stream, you know,
Well, I
in his private time
I have
at
to
night, at 3
censor.
a.m.
Okay, I have to be a censor because I don't know what people
Yep,
say.
classic Anavultus. Can only
I
do it after he goes to bed.
Yeah.
Classic.
I am your censor. Okay, I'm going to come over to your country and I'm going to start censoring everything.
You're
I'm gonna
goddamn
say
it can't handle the gayness every
I
time.
gotta say, hey, I see you. Look at you. You're a grown man. Why aren't you married? Go marry someone. And if you don't, you're gonna have to pay a fine. That's what the ancient Roman censors did, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I go to your home, say, get married, man. Have some children. You're not having children? Pay a fine. No, no, I'm joking. What happened? What's with Skype? Oh, connection is poor. Uh, Smiley face. Oh snap. Okay. Uh, I'm gonna reconnect. Smiley face. Um. Oh, he's not online. Did he crash? Did he crash? I'll give it another try. Oh, hello.
By the way, I will kill you because uh, after the connection died, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear what you said, so I had to make sure to, put some audio back in the video, and I saw you trolling me, saying you'll come to my country and censor me. I wish you would, you know? I wish you would. You just show up here and get some wet work, get shot probably, and probably, most definitely, get furried, okay? You
Oh
don't want
no. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, trust me. If you show up here, you're gonna die straight up. Or
what
worse,
does
you're
get
gonna get
furried
killed.
mean? What would the furries do to me?
You don't want to know, okay?
No,
Oh, you
just
know
tell me.
what?
What would they do?
You know what? You want to know?
Yeah.
You really want to know?
Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna send you a link, okay?
Oh no.
You do not want it, okay? You do not want it. Damn it, I'm dying. It's all because of you.
I am the trapper. Okay, I catch the furries. I skin them alive. Uh, well, maybe not alive. I maybe put them out of their misery first. But I
That's a luxury you're not gonna get. I'm telling you that much.
then I'm gonna sell the furs for a high price to high class men and women. Because a man ought to wear a fur coat as well. Well, in a cold country maybe, but if it's in a hot country, I can understand why you wouldn't wear a fur coat in a hot country. That makes sense. But if it's in a cold country, why not get some style on? Get your style on. Who cares what PETA
Uh,
says? If they throw
okay.
paint on you, they can go to jail. Um,
Okay. So,
yeah,
are you sure you want it? Okay. Do you really want me to tell you what's gonna happen?
yeah. Tell me what's gonna happen.
Okay. Here, I'm sending you a link. You don't want it. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, it's a YouTube link. Furry apocalypse And I'm
Yep.
looking at the thumbnail. That looks
Horrified, yes. Funny thing about this video, I got put into my recommended list. I think it's because of all the gay quotes I've been doing lately in this podcast. YouTube knows my secret, so they try to troll me. Yeah, I didn't sleep that night after I watched it. I regretted it ever since, and
did,
now you won't either.
did you lose more sleep over this than about the
No,
German
no,
singer?
surprisingly not. Those pedophiles scared me more because I thought that Jared Fogle was going to show up and say, "Hey, you're one of us now. Welcome to the
What?
Brotherhood, little Nick." I thought he was going to say that. I was like, "No, I'm going to shoot myself first before that happens."
Oh
God
no.
damn it! False accusations, bullshit.
Okay, but tell me what you think about this.
But
Okay.
oh yes, it's going to
If
send me some German
eyes,
Italian blinks.
okay, this is the link. Well, no, if eyes are the windows to the soul, then as a socially anxious person, I must politely ask that more of you invest in curtains.
What? What? Wait, what? I don't get it.
Okay, so
I really don't get it.
so
Like,
what
what the
what this
hell does
woman is
that mean?
saying,
Yeah.
this Aparna Nancherla, interesting name, is that she doesn't like looking people in the eyes, is what she's saying.
Okay.
So she's telling other people to not look them in the eyes. But you know what I would do? I'm a troll on this. When I'm standing in front of someone, let's say I'm doing martial arts and we're
Yeah.
partnering up for some exercise, and before we start, we stand in front of each other, facing each other. And most people they just look around a bit, see what's going on. I what I do is I just stare them deep in the eyes as I possibly can, and I widen my eyes because normally my eyes are a bit squinty, but I open it up really wide and I look deep, and I have a poker face expression, except my eyes are really open and wide and are staring deep into their souls. And
That's very scary, but for the
yeah,
wrong reasons, for me
but
at least.
that's what I like doing. It's very fun. Uh,
It's, yeah,
and
it's kind of scary for me, but for the very wrongest of
yeah,
reasons. Okay.
and then I beat him up, but that happens after.
Yes, of course. You just stare directly into his soul
No,
and then kick his ass.
no,
Yep, that's what we're
I
doing.
don't beat them up. I go easy on them. I pull my punches, which actually for me is harder than punching hard.
Yeah,
Is to pull
because
them.
you know when you're that strong, it's hard to hold back to
Well, no,
that extent.
it's because what you have to do to get a good technique, you have to move fast, and if you move fast, you hit hard. So what you have to do is you need to just move with all your strength and move very fast. But just before it hits, you need to use all the muscles you have to hold back so that you don't hit them like you're smashing someone in the head with a baseball bat.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So it is a bit difficult, which means that when I actually get tired when I'm fighting someone, I tend to actually hit harder when I'm tired because because
Adrenaline. Yeah, I got you.
I'm just swinging my legs and they're all moving on momentum, but I don't really stop the momentum as much, uh, and then it's not as fun for the person I'm fighting anymore. But I don't actually hit hard enough to injure them. That's something I
Oh,
always
yes, you
avoid.
got to make sure that you don't kill them just yet. You
Yeah.
know, show them that you can, in fact, kick their ass without even trying.
Well, what sometimes I get some really hard handicaps where I have to fight on my knees with one arm behind my back, and
Why are you fighting 5-year-olds? What?
no, well, some of them maybe, but sometimes it's adults and I have to fight them like that because they're just not tough enough. Uh, eh, and I still end up blocking every hit and getting some good hits in. But
I mean, if they're predictable, then yeah, I'm pretty sure you could just beat their ass. You
okay,
know.
but
Also, speaking of beating someone up, uh, I want to ask a quick question, real
okay,
quick.
yeah,
Uh, if you were to fight
fight, yeah,
me,
you.
okay, just me in general,
I'd
how
go
would
for
you
the
go
legs.
about it?
I'd go
What?
for the legs.
Uh, okay, are you sure about that? All right.
Well,
Just as a heads up, are you actually sure about that?
actually,
Because you know what
probably
will
not.
happen, okay?
I'm used to hitting high, so I would probably go for the head. But um, but there okay. So there's many different ways to approach the combat. But what's very
True.
important is to take the initiative.
Oh
Uh,
yes, gotta strike first. Yes,
so to strike first, you need to move fast and also use an attack that has some long reach. So
yes, of course.
so what I would do is how do you usually fight? How do you stand when you fight?
Oh, for me,
Yeah,
I would usually depend on the person. Okay, I would either do one of three ways of fighting. Okay,
yeah,
there's the fast way, where I would usually just try to take you out as fast as I possibly can. Okay, it depends on the opponent, of course. There are some that are actually way weaker than me, like children who are just trying to pick a fight. I don't actually want to hurt him. I just want to knock him out. So you should just either snap their arm back
no, no,
or
no,
hit him.
no. I'm
Yeah,
asking
whatever.
how do you stand when you fight?
Oh, well, because I'm disabled usually, right?
Yeah.
I do have a very weak stand, but I try to minimize it by having like a fighter's stand, okay? Like balanced stand with every angle specifically made so that I don't fuck it up.
Okay, so
Usually,
what I'm asking is, do you
yeah,
stand with your chest fully facing your opponent, or do you stand more sideways?
probably more sideways. Yes,
Okay, okay,
at least in
that's
both
actually a
sides.
good idea because if you stand with your chest facing your opponent, what your opponent can do is they can just slam you right in the middle of your chest, and you'll fall on your back.
Yep,
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan style ass beating. Yes.
Because that's what I would do if someone's standing like that. I just do the nice chest compression kick where you hit someone so hard that it pushes their chest in, but they also fall over. But no, if you're standing sideways, I would probably uh, either try to grab your arm and then kick you in the side, or I would then maybe kick you in the head. But
Oh yes, that would probably be the better version of taking me out because I don't think you could grapple me that easily.
well, I'm not a
I'm
I do
yeah, what up?
taekwondo, which is mostly focused on hitting people
Yes.
hard. So I'm not really a wrestler. Not that I can't wrestle, I can, but
Oh,
uh,
homie can't do a proper suplex.
no,
You
not
know?
I can't do complicated moves. But I can. I've done some Ryukyu Kenpo, so I know how to do some uh, what is called the brush trap strike technique, which is when someone's attacking you, you use both arms for this. You take the first. What you do is you brush your enemy's attack. It sounds kind of weird, but it works. So you brush your hand on your enemy's arm once, and what that means is that your enemy, for some reason, I don't know how this works, but it makes it easier for you to manipulate your enemy's movements. So then you grab your enemy uh, on usually the wrist or someplace as the punch is coming in. And because you've brushed them before, your enemy has less control on how to attack. So then you pull your enemy's arm whichever way you want, and then you strike your enemy. And there's a number of different ways to do this. You can maybe punch him in the head. You can trip him. One thing you can do is you can put him into a position where you twist the arm and you get your elbow and your arm and you sort of put it on the arm, so you do a bit of an arm bar on them. Uh, Another thing you can do when you get someone on the ground is you can use your arm to saw on their muscles, and it hurts a ton if that happens to you because it's this bone that then goes and just shreds their muscles, and it's very painful, can lead to injury. Uh, but yeah, I've practiced some Ryukyu Kenpo, so there you go on that. Uh, Tell me, what do you think?
Well, what I think is that our fight will either be dragged out or very fast. You know?
Well,
You'll eat. Yeah,
the
what up?
more experienced people are that are facing each other, generally the faster the fight ends up being. If you look
Yeah,
at
that's
some really professional masters, the fights are really fast. If it's a serious fight, if it's a different type of fight, such as a point fight or a continuous sparring exercise, then it can be longer. But if it's just whoever downs the opponent first, that can be very fast if you're very experienced.
Yeah, that's why I said it's gonna be either
Yeah,
very fast or very quick. Because if we're trying to down each other, we could probably just like, just immediately not charge, but like go full power from the start. So you'll either trip me and go for the legs or head. I'll probably either try to dodge, maneuver, or counterbalance your strength with your speed, or something similar to it. You know what I'm saying? If we're going for a longer fight, it's probably going to be either a sparring match, a point-based system, or maybe just some practice to see whether or not we can predict each other's
yeah.
moves before they
But
happen. You
but
know?
my opening move would probably always be just a rush and just ultra rush you and do a side kick on you. Just kick straight out with my heel and see whatever hits.
Just like you guessed, type of kick. Yep.
That's a very strong opening move, and I can I can break I can break a skull with my kick.
Yeah, that's why I don't want it. I don't want it.
So if
I'm
that
pretty sure
hits,
even if you don't kick with your full power, I'm probably gonna break half my legs without even trying. So yeah, I don't
yeah.
want it. Yep.
Okay. Okay, so here's have you ever seen any of movies with Jason Bourne? That's a meme. Jason Bourne.
Not really.
No.
No.
But here's if you had, just imagine you've seen these movies, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what you think these movies are about, but just imagine that you've seen these movies, okay?
All right.
And this lady, Ricky Tarr, uh, with a Twitter handle at Shooty Duty, uh, gives us some sequels. Okay, Born Identity 6, Born to be Wild is the name of that one. Born Identity 7, Born Free, Born Identity 8, Born to be Alive, and Born Identity 9, Born to Run. So
What what does that mean? Like any of this? What the fuck?
well, the name of a character is Born, but it ends with an E, so people use it as a pun for common phrases that all have the word "born" in it, such as "born to be wild" and things
Okay.
like that. It, I'm not one of these women that writes these tweets, so I'm not responsible. Whoever is responsible is this Shooty Duty. Let's just take that name in. What does that mean? I don't know.
No one will ever know. Because what the hell
But what we
type of
do
crazy
know
chicks are these?
is that according to the volatile mermaid, uh, with a Twitter handle at oh no she twittened, uh,
Really?
writes
Really?
that's
That's
what
the
it
name
is.
you pick? God damn it, people.
Look, all I'm saying is there's no way we're going to get pockets in every dress with a male president. Okay.
What type of cocaine is this bitch? What do you? What
Okay,
does
so
that
what
have to
she's
do with
talking about
anything?
is that very commonly many dresses don't have
Yeah.
pockets on them.
Yeah, I know, I know. It's
And
just
that's
what
very
type of meth
inconvenient.
is she on?
But what she's doing here is that she's blaming the president for his gender, saying that that is why women don't have pockets on their
Maybe you should
dresses.
blame your stylist and blame your fashion executives,
Yeah, blame the
and
fashion
probably blame your
designers.
fashion sense
You mean
and go shit yourself.
I would actually like it if I saw a dress that had some cargo pockets on it, just pockets all over everything. That would actually be interesting. Maybe wear a
Uh,
tactical vest over your dress or something. That would be pretty cool. Just in
yeah,
public. I love
be a
tactical
trip.
vests. I wouldn't
Maybe
mind if everybody went around wearing a tactical vest. I think that would be great. I think it should be acceptable. I think people should be able to do it without having the police being
wait,
called on them.
wait, quick question: can you
Yeah.
take a bullet to the face without dying?
Uh, it depends on how it hits you
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Just making sure. Just making sure.
because there was this one woman recently that
Yeah.
she got a bit famous because she had tried to commit suicide by shooting herself with, I think it was a shotgun, but she didn't align it properly, so all it did was shoot her face off. Uh, so she then
So
had a.
that's what did it kill you? What?
It didn't kill her, but it shot her face off.
How
Um,
does that not kill you?
well, it's because to kill you, it would have to hit your vital organs, which would be your brain. But there's actually uh, some bones that are between the face and the brain. So
Okay,
if that area isn't damaged, then you can live and have your and lose your face. Um,
good to know. Good to know. Okay,
but
that's
she
what
famously then had a face transplant from a dead body. Uh,
I would rather just be faceless, but okay.
okay, well, you know,
Or just kill myself again, but okay.
okay, so
By the way, the reason I asked why you could take a bullet to the face
yeah.
without dying is because if we're ever gonna spar and you go for my legs, I will just shoot you. So, just be
Well,
prepared.
if I see you have a gun, I'm probably gonna go for the gun first rather than your legs.
True, but remember, technically this isn't a murder, so I'm not actually trying to murder you. I'm
Okay.
just giving you a heads up. Because here's the thing. If I'm actually gonna murder you with a gun, right?
Yeah.
Then we'll just have a gunfight, That's like better.
It's
That
high
way it's
noon.
fair and it's not sus, and I don't actually give you time to reach for my gun. I just shoot you first. But remember, the main reason why I say shoot first is because here's the thing. I didn't spend 10 years in a hospital
Yeah.
fixing these legs just to get it broken again. This is why I say I'll shoot you afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So if you're disrespectful enough to shatter my legs a second time, then yeah, you are just gonna get shot, and probably not even from me, probably from the whole goddamn town first, then from me. Because let's be real, just like with the U.S. and the fact that more than half the nation has guns, in here you're probably just gonna get flamed with every MK4, every Eagle type gun, every shotgun, grenade launcher, machete, everything. They'll literally pull everything just to kill you. Probably, yes. So yeah, just be careful when you do that.
Yeah. But I do have a quote for you here.
Yeah,
This
whatever.
is the last one, I think. Okay.
Finally.
Okay. And I don't know if you're going to appreciate this one, but
Oh no. Okay.
okay. This is from someone called Fossilized Tree Resin, which apparently is a woman's name. Uh,
Uh,
and
okay.
and the Twitter
Why is her
handle
last name Tree Raisin? Like, why?
at Jamboree13. Well, tree resin is another way to say sap from a tree.
So her last name is Sap?
Fossilized tree resin. It's probably not the real life name. You know how Anavultus is not my legal name. Just to let
Yes,
you
but
know.
the name you prefer to have. Yep.
Um, okay, but anyway, here's a quote. I can buy a lobster from grocery store. Name him Optimus Pinch and make a bathtub ecosystem for him to live in. And there's not a G damn thing that you can do about it. Now, first of all, there's some grammar errors here. I can
Ah,
buy a
yes.
lobster from grocery store. That's not correct. You need to put a grocery store. This is the English language. This isn't ancient Greek. You need to put an indefinite article uh, so that everyone knows that the grocery store is not a place. There's not just one place that is grocery store. It's not a substance. It's multiple grocery stores exist, so you have to put a grocery store. Otherwise, it's incorrect. Uh, but honestly, Optimus Pinch. Why would you name it Optimus Pinch? What is this? Some sort of you like Transformers or something? Do you like
By the
Transformers?
way,
Yeah,
I have a question.
yeah.
Why did you think I would hate this? Like, why did you say it might be offensive?
I don't know. I didn't say it was offensive. I said I don't know if you like it because what do you think about lobsters? Uh,
Uh, I don't know.
would you
I've
would you
never
eat
seen or had one.
a lobster?
Sure, if it's delicious.
Okay, okay. Whatever you say, boss. Uh, what I do find interesting is that lobsters are somehow considered to be a delicacy when back in the day, in the good days,
The
People
good days.
would only feed them to prisoners, uh, because not even it was too considered too cruel to feed lobster to servants because lobsters are just nasty animals. They eat poop and stuff, but that's what people like to eat nowadays. So uh, what do we
Okay,
say?
that's one way to do it.
Yeah,
These people, man, they're just even more retarded than I thought possible.
but have you seen? Okay, there's this thing called a mukbang where
What?
it started in Korea, but it's
Okay.
people that on YouTube they like to eat and they generally have a camera angle that really shows off the food that they're eating, and many times these people have some butter sauce and some huge seafood such as a lobster or some crab or something, and it's just this huge stuff, and they're really messy when eating it, and I don't understand the appeal of it, but
Okay.
I'm just saying, have you seen that?
No. But
No.
like, why is that even a thing?
Okay. But
Like, you just gotta eat some greasy lobster on camera.
yeah,
The funny thing about that is that it probably does get views.
it
So, you
does.
know.
It gets a lot of views. These people make a living off of that. You know what I
Oh,
should do? I
yes.
should start a food review channel. I can go to McDonald's, get a Big Mac, and then go on YouTube and say, "Hey, look, guys, uh, it's food reviewer 420
What is it?
uh, Anavultus World Tour review bra is not as cool as me. Blaze it. PewDiePie XX underscore PewDiePie underscore XX. Um, and then people would look at that and say, "Wow, what a great food review, man! I love a Big Mac." And I say, "Yeah, I like Big Macs too. That's why I'm eating one. Yum yum. I like Big Macs. I like fast food. Like I am a real human being. Yum
My
yum.
question
Yeah.
is, do you like a Big Mac? You know?
Do I like a Big Mac? You know what? I like a Big Mac. I can eat a Big Mac. Uh,
Okay, good for you. Good for you.
I can eat a Big Mac from McDonald's, not sponsored, but however, you know what? Other fast food restaurants are available, but I do have to say that I do like a Big Mac. But when it concerns McDonald's versus Burger King, where the real stuff goes down, the real memes come out here, because you've got Ronald McDonald, a famous clown.
Yeah,
Yeah, it,
yeah.
famous in YouTube poop based off of Japanese McDonald's commercials.
But
Um,
that's really specific. Okay.
yeah, okay, don't ask. But anyway,
Uh,
and then on the other
I
hand,
don't even want to know. Okay, I don't even want to know.
you have
Yeah,
Burger King, and also Burger Chef, but mainly Burger King. Burger
Burger
King.
Chef. I've never even heard of that.
Don't ask. Burger King. He's
I'm
a
gonna look
king.
this shit up. Hold
He's
up.
literally the king of burgers, and
I
he's
swear,
got
if it's some
video
porn,
games.
bro,
There's
about
video
Burger Chef.
games
What is this
about
shit?
the Burger King.
Burger Chef. I want to know what this is.
There's 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 all these video games about Burger King, and you know what? I kind of like it. Burger King. I'm not sponsored, but you know what? Burger King. I will be your royal envoy any day of
What
the
the
week.
fuck is this? Some what? Some retarded cousin's version of Burger King. What is this? Just like some almost copyright but not really burger restaurant. Like what the hell? And why is there video games based off of this thing? Okay, this is really weird.
Oh,
Type of
Burger
what
Chef.
is? Why didn't you want me to not look this up? And I kind of understand why this is so cringy, but like, why is this exist?
That this is America. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, that's the sad part.
But
I'm
what
not
I do have to say,
surprised,
yeah,
but I'm
is
not surprised that this exists because at this point, America has everything that is retarded in life already infused into its core. But I still want more info. Like, it's like that retarded friend you have. You're not surprised that he's on acid all the time, but at the same time, you wish he could do better. Uh, well, the only remedy for this cringiness is just send it to some more gay links, okay? The only remedy I can have in life is just make him suffer just like he made me suffer.
Okay.
Yep, I
So,
already sent you
but
some romance links.
here's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
General Foods,
the good
okay.
Lendy steak, is that it?
General Foods is it was the owners of Burger Chef, and they
Okay,
acquired Perkins Products Company, the company that makes Kool Aid. Uh,
Kool-Aid.
Kool Aid.
Okay,
They
there's a
also,
company for Kool-Aid. Really?
yeah, okay. They also,
What do they do? Make the world's best Kool-Aid?
no,
It's just
no.
sugar and water. What the-
Kool Aid is an actual brand. With commercials, there's a Kool Aid Man. Uh,
Really?
yeah, old commercials. I know the jingle. Uh, oh yeah, and he
Are you
busts through a
sure?
wall, literally a brick wall. A huge jug of Kool Aid with a face on it just busts through a brick wall. He says, "Here comes Kool Aid. Here comes Kool Aid. He's gonna save the day. Here comes Kool Aid. Here comes Kool Aid. He's gonna chase the thirst away." And it's everybody's happy. The criminals get arrested. All the children are happy, and
Only in the 90s.
uh,
Literally only in the 90s.
man. But okay, General Foods also acquired Oscar Mayer. Uh,
Who is?
it's the company where the song is "I want to be an Oscar Mayer wiener,"
What?
and
What? Really? That's the name? I don't think I've ever wanted to say something like that
they make
in
hot dogs and things. And there's a wiener mobile that used
what?
to
What? What? Say what?
the
A
wiener
wiener
mobile.
mobile. Really, my nigga?
That's a
Okay.
real thing.
God damn it, bro.
Only in America. Here, I'll send you.
Sadly, I can't shoot myself, but just gotta
I'll
suffer.
send you the link on Skype.
No, no, please don't. Please don't. Look, if you send me that link, I will send you every
No, no, it's
one
too late. It's too
of
late.
my links. Okay, you know what? Oh, bets are off. Screw this. I'm sending you all my fur links. I gotta kill you at this point. If you're gonna subjugate me to this, I'm gonna send you something that'll make you crash all over again. I gotta make sure it's not too sexual, by the way. Can't help it when you have too much Overwatch
The
fan art.
the Oscar Mayer company was started
Yeah?
by Oscar F. Mayer, who's from
F.
Germany.
Meyer. Oscar F. Meyer. Really?
Yeah,
That's his name?
he was from Germany, but he then went to Detroit, famous town, and started and worked at a meat market. And he had a brother, and together they sold Bratwurst, Leberwurst,
What?
Weisswurst,
What are those? You
various
sound like
types
you
of
made that name up.
sausages. They're different types of sausages. Uh,
Sausages. Okay. Are you
yeah,
sure there were sausages?
yes, they are sausages. Sausage. And eventually made hot dogs. And then, ever since, hot dogs have been. No,
What?
okay, I need to remember the tune of the song. It's I wanna be an Oscar Mayer wiener or something like that. That's how the song goes.
Wow. If I've ever said that, I'm pretty sure my family will shoot me, but okay.
Why? Uh,
Well, it sounds way too gay. Like, what the
it's
hell?
not. It's not. It's a healthy song for children.
Healthy song. Are you sure? I don't think something like that ever existed in life. Like, what the hell? Who wants to be an Oscar Wiener? Really?
But then General Foods merged with Kraft
General
Foods,
Foods. He's the general of all food products in the
and
universe.
Kraft Foods merged with Heinz. And Heinz, okay, here's where the conspiracy theory goes full circle. Was let me think. I need to think the names of these executives. There was a company executive of Heinz that also uh, was in charge, was married to, I think it was
Hey,
John
by the way,
Kerry,
Fab, Fab,
who
Fab.
eventually became a politician.
Bam,
Yeah,
bam. I think your phone is
it
ringing.
is. Just a minute.
Yeah, pick that up. It's the FBI. Was it the FBI? Wait, I don't think he's back in the seat yet. Yo, yo,
Okay,
bam,
okay. Let me
bam,
tell you something. It's
bam.
literally
Hold up,
someone from
hold up.
India.
Was it the FBI?
No, it's literally someone from India calling me in order to sell me some scam.
Wait, really?
Yes,
Okay, maybe they doxed your ass. I don't know.
I did not get doxxed.
Are you sure about that?
I refuse to allow myself to get doxxed. Actually, no. I did allow myself to get doxxed. I asked for it, actually. But no,
Yep.
that's
So gotta live with that.
you gotta see what the queer voices are saying
What? What
uh,
are those?
on the Huffington Post.
God damn it, man. All right.
Let's see
Tell you
what's
what.
going
Tell you
on.
what.
Yeah.
Uh, how about we play a little game? Okay.
Okay.
We were just looking at some feminist posts for like the last 2 hours. How about we actually do some constructive work today
Constructive work.
and play a game? Get back to our roots,
Get
the classics. Go back to the
roots.
classics.
Uh,
Cringy
you
gaming.
don't want to
That's our.
talk about how Noah Michelson says, if we want to stop queer kids from dying by suicide, we need to start at the top. And he shows a picture of Donald Trump being very smug with his Vice President Pence, and he's pointing at Pence. But he's also got his hand behind Pence. Uh, this is very interesting, actually. This image here. You know what? I could make a conspiracy theory about this. This could
No,
work.
no, please don't. Please don't. I don't think I can
But
handle that with one speech.
the shadow, if you look at the shadow, the hand in his shadow goes over his shirt in just a way that if you were an actual gunman, you could reach into your shirt and pull out a gun, a concealed gun. So what he's saying is that Donald Trump is secretly, okay, this is a conspiracy theory. Donald Trump secretly is giving the go ahead on a plan to assassinate Vice President
Himself.
Pence. No, not himself, Pence, his vice president. And then,
Preferred if he assassinated himself. That would have been a better answer.
yeah,
But okay.
and then he's going to replace him. And who's he going to replace him with as vice president? It's going to
Uh,
be, you ready for
yeah,
this?
yeah.
It's going to be uh, Donald Trump Jr. How about that? Is there a problem? Did you die? Are you still alive?
On the inside, yes.
On,
I definitely died on the inside for the last 2 minutes, yes.
yeah.
Uh, yep. Swear to God, man, you and your bullshit right now. Like, what the hell?
What's wrong with Donald Trump Jr.?
Really? Like, you really could make up any better memes than that?
Okay, well, how about Eric Trump instead? Everybody likes Eric Trump more than Donald Trump Jr. Uh,
Okay, a little better. A little better. I'll give
okay,
you that. I'll
okay.
give you that.
Now let's get even more deeper
No,
conspiracy
no,
theory.
no,
You
no,
ready
no,
for
please
this?
don't.
This is about to
Look,
go not
I,
safe
I
for work.
regret my life decisions that led up to this, okay?
Okay,
All I wanted was to play some Infinity Wars, take an L on purpose, have some fun. But now we've gone too deep, okay? We've gone too
it's
deep
about
into
to
the
get deeper.
cringiness.
Okay, and this is gonna make the conspiracy theory nuts go wild. He's gonna replace Pence with Jared Kushner.
Oh, thank God, okay? I thought it was a completely different person
But do you know
that you were talking
why it's edgy?
about. No, no,
Because
no.
since we're talking about conspiracy theories,
Yeah.
Jared Kushner, okay, he is okay. Um, I don't know how to say this without sounding really, really racist.
Hey, just say it. I don't care.
Okay, I'll say. Let me just say that this is just for the memes. I'm not actually saying this. Jared Kushner is, of course, Jewish, uh,
Okay. And
and that's where the conspiracy theory goes. And
really, how is that racist?
and no, and the plan here is that Donald Trump. Okay, here's where the racist part comes in.
Yeah.
Okay, here's where the racist part comes in. Donald Trump is secretly organizing a Jewish political takeover of the United States of America.
You make it sound like that hasn't already happened at least like
Oh,
5 times
oh my goodness.
in your
Oh
country's lifespan.
no.
You're implying that never happened already.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So you're deeper into conspiracy stuff than I am. Holy cannoli.
Hey, you wanted to go deeper? I'm making you regret it.
Oh yeah, I regret it now. I take it all back. I
Yep.
disavow, um, disavow. Yeah, but honestly, anybody is asking. I'm not serious about it. I'm just making a joke. I know that Donald Trump probably is not planning to execute Vice President Pence. That
Look.
just be really
We
mean.
all know that he's probably not smart enough to do it, and if he did do it, it's literally you guys' fault because you fell for it to begin with. It's
Yeah.
such an obvious plan.
But this was all just to demonstrate that with one picture, just one picture, if you interpret whatever movement there is, you can you can say anything.
Yeah, you can overanalyze anything.
Yeah, you can. For example, I could say that hairstyle. Uh, Maybe Pence is gay. There you go.
Show me the picture though. I will be the.
It's on live. It's been
Uh,
so
uh,
it should be on stream right now.
oh, yeah, yeah. That sounds like pretty gay.
But no,
Pretty gay
he's not
hairline.
gay.
Yep.
He's literally
Oh,
anti-gay.
I know he's not, but that hairline though,
That
if you
hairline.
push that any further back than it already is, yeah, you might as well just be called a gaylord at that point.
Why? So you're saying that gay people are generally balding? Is
No,
that what you're
no,
saying?
no. Actually, no, not really.
No.
It's just that hairline. If you make it look like that, then you're compensating for something. I don't know what
Um,
that thing is. I don't want to know, but it sounds like you're compensating for something.
but what I do see here is a conspiracy here. That a real conspiracy is that they're both wearing little American flags on on their coats.
To represent, I
Yeah, to
guess.
represent the United States, and that's really conspiratorial. It,
Because we don't want any people representing ourselves. We just want to
yeah,
roast them.
it's very outrageous that the president and vice president of the United States would use American symbolism to represent the country that they're actually supposed to represent. That's the very conspiratorial. Um, Needs to stop right now. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
You know what's funny about that?
Yeah,
There are people that actually think like that for real,
yeah, they are.
which is why I don't like YouTube comments. At least the retarded ones, like 4chan and 8chan memes. They're just cancer, all of them. By the way, speaking of cancer, I'm gonna send you some pictures,
Yeah,
to further illustrate my cringe factor. Okay?
the cringe factor.
Yes, I want you to cringe because you dared send me some burger chef hot dog Gaylord mobiles.
No, it's the
So
Wienermobile. It's a cultural icon.
so you dare send me some wiener mobiles,
What, you
and
don't like wieners?
I did not appreciate the wiener mobile.
You don't like wieners.
So I will send you something that will make you
What
regret
is it
it.
about wieners that you don't like? Are they too salty?
Uh,
Or do you not like the texture? Is it the casing that you don't like?
God damn it! Everything you say
Or is
sounds
it
gay.
you don't like the manufacturing process? It can be a beef wiener. It doesn't have to be pork.
You know what's funny about that?
Yeah.
Every single phrase you just said sounded gay.
Oh, it's not. It's just you ever had a good sausage, man?
You're killing me, bro. Stop it.
I mean, I love a good sausage. You know, I went to a restaurant sometime and just had a bit of a sausage platter. You know, some assorted
I'm not
sausage,
surprised.
and you know, some's good, some I don't like as much. But you know, some great sausage. You know, just but there's different things about sausage. I like sausages that are a bit more firm. Okay, I don't like floppy wieners. I like a more firm bratwurst. You know what I'm saying? It's got some. Uh, I guess the stiffness comes from the tightness of the casing, because it can be either a synthetic casing or an actual intestinal casing, which I like as well. I don't mind intestines on my casing my dogs, but so you know, just a nice bratwurst has some nice spices in it, got the meat in it. Maybe even put some bread in it as well. You know, get some carbs with the protein, and you take it, you put it on your plate. You get a knife and fork. You cut it open. You take a bite, and it's just great. It's some great flavor. Or alternatively, you can actually get a bun and eat it like you would a hot dog, and you know, some nice crunch as you bite through the intestines, and the delicious flavor comes out, and that's what I really like about it. How about you?
Um, uh, yeah, yeah. I don't actually like sausage,
Okay,
but
yeah,
the way you make it sound so interesting, maybe I'll try some. Who
yeah.
knows?
Some salamella, eh? Some Italian salamelle. Those are good. Something we would do is we would cut them open in the middle, uh, and split them open, put it on the grill, cook it on the grill, and then put it in a sandwich, and take a bite. And it's a good food.
You know, you know what's funny about all of this? You know,
Yeah.
it keeps getting weirder and weirder the more episodes we make. But what's funny about it is that the ride never ends. You know?
It keeps getting weirder.
Yeah, it definitely keeps
Well,
getting
as a
weirder.
wise man once said, the days start coming and they don't stop coming. Uh, and
Phrasing, phrasing, yes.
yeah, is this some? Is that some Lara Croft? That's some.
Yeah, yeah. Look, I just sent you random memes to kind of
Okay,
confuse the shit out of you. I don't know if it's working.
some Lilo and Stitch. That's a
Of course.
classic. Some of this is some furry stuff. And
Yeah, I wanted to make you regret it. You know,
uh,
just
okay,
look. Let's just say I was on acid and accidentally followed 400 YouTubers and like 500 DV artists. So yeah, I was fucking up that day, and yeah,
yeah,
got even more art than I had before.
yeah.
I'm literally up to 1 million. I don't know how.
But speaking about food, let me tell you what I had today.
Oh
Today
God, no, no, no!
I
I don't want to
had
hear it.
I had some crostata, if you ever heard of that. Uh,
No, only you would have something that
okay,
weird
okay,
sounding.
no, it's not weird. It's an Italian. I guess you could call it a pie, but
You have pies for breakfast?
what? You got a problem with that?
I'm jealous. That's what I have. God damn it! You know
What?
what? You know what? I'll tell you something. I
Yeah,
had a pita for breakfast. You try and guess what that is.
a what?
No, I'm not gonna repeat it. You gotta guess the name.
Banana.
No, no, that sounded way too weird. No, a petit panda.
Oh, I don't know what that is. No.
Great. Have fun looking that up.
Okay. But a crostata, okay, most pies are all about the filling. And you know what?
Uh,
I don't like that. I like some nice crust. And that's what the crostata is all about. It's all about not only having some filling, but also having a strong crust, a crust that is firm, that is not overly flaky or overly crumbly, and is a dry crust. You know, got to get some dryness on that. So you've got the crostata, and you got the crust, and then there's some jam on it. and it's not some soft, ultra moist jam. No, it's some jam that we're gonna cook it. We're gonna cook the
Ultra
moisture out of it.
moist,
We're gonna make it
yes.
this nice firm jam on the crostata that you can just
Mixture.
bite into it. The jam's sweet. You've got the crust, and it's a bit crunchy, but you've got the jam on it, so it's a bit fruity as well. And it makes my mouth water thinking about it. And
Yeah, same, same. That's why I didn't want you to say it, because now I'm hungry.
yeah,
All over again. God damn it, other ones is
yeah.
you know what I'm gonna do to you? You know what I'm
What?
gonna do to you? I'm gonna send you some even gayer pictures I have. Because I do have
Why?
some. Because you're making me hungry. And I can't have any food because I'm sick and I already ate like 15 sandwiches.
Oh yeah,
Now I'm
and
just now
Ramadan's about to start,
yeah,
so
yeah. That's the problem. I gotta make myself hungry to prepare myself. Because if I eat too much, and then the next day I'm not allowed to touch anything for 18 hours, then I'm just gonna be. It's just I literally am just gonna hate myself. So thanks for that.
should we make an agreement that we're not going to talk about food during Ramadan or what?
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. You can talk about it. You can
Okay,
even give me
I'll
some
talk about
recommendations
I'll
for
talk
food
about
to eat.
my brand new souffle recipe. No, I'm joking. I don't have a souffle recipe.
If you had that, I'll probably tell you to hit me up with that recipe. I can try
Yeah,
making it. All right.
it's
By the way, who's your favorite princess in Disney
Disney
movies?
princess. Okay, let me see
Yeah, just because I want some sauces.
what are the Disney princesses that you're bringing me today? Um,
I don't know. To be honest, I would just ask you a random question for fun.
yeah. Oh,
Mainly because of the new Frozen 2 movie. That's really the
oh
only reason
yeah,
why.
yeah. I never really. Well, I'm not really a Disney person anymore.
More into Pixar, maybe. Who
No, no, no,
knows?
no. Today for me, it's all about
But the
um.
live action theater performances rather than the CGI
Man, have you ever
movies.
seen the live action Shrek?
Yeah, that'll probably just give me nightmares for another 2 weeks.
Well, it's interesting looking, but no,
Yeah, it's
especially
probably just
Lord
gonna suck.
Farquaad. He's
Just
pretty
like
cool.
the actual Shrek 3 play that they had. It's probably gonna look exactly the same as the real one.
No, what? Oh my goodness! What I like is some Heldensagen vom Kosmosinsel, also known as uh, Ginga Eiyu Densetsu in Japanese and Legend of the Galactic Heroes in English.
God, you and that show, bro. You keep busting nuts over it just like you do with JoJo.
it.
Why do you keep referencing it? It's weird.
I was speaking about JoJo. I didn't get to actually watch the latest episode because I was busy
No,
making my
no,
memes.
God damn it, don't you
Okay,
dare
okay.
switch it
No,
back to
the
JoJo.
reason why I talk about Legend of the Galactic Heroes
It's
is
because you
because
like
it's a
it.
show that deeply resonates with me. It is,
Yeah, probably in a severely
uh,
non-sexual way, I'm sure.
yeah, in a very non-sexual way, and that's one of the things I like about it is that it's not overly sexual, and there's philosophy in it, and the music is some great music, and I just generally love it. I also like the references to Imperial Germany and Prussia. Those are some nice, interesting historical references. Uh, but anyway, it's just I like it a lot more than other shows. More than Star Wars. Come on, Star Wars. Eh, George Lucas
Look,
needs
the
to.
only thing I know about Star Wars
Yeah.
is that the original trilogy is the only one that matters. Everything else is just fanboy hate.
No, I like the prequels. I like them. I actually do. Generally, out of the Star Wars movies, my favorite, and this is gonna be ultra controversial.
Of
My
course.
favorite is the Phantom Menace, which is the episode one, the first prequel. I really like it. I don't mind Jar Jar Binks. Okay, everyone, this is ultra controversial.
They're gonna
I
shoot you. You just wait.
they're actually gonna come to my home wearing their Jedi robes because there are people that legitimately do that. that legitimately wear Jedi robes and that on their census report their actual religion as being Jedi. Uh,
By the way,
yeah.
I'm gonna send you my favorite Disney princesses. Okay, just
Okay.
because. I know it's not Frozen. I promise, but it is gay. It is
It
pretty
is
gay.
gay.
Yes.
Why do you
Not
want to
not
send me gay
not
memes?
really, not really. It's just I gotta have at least one gay quote every 5 minutes.
Why?
It's the curse of
What's
being
it with the
too
sex?
sus.
That's one thing that's different. Uh, you want to know how to tell the difference between my stuff and Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones has the beheading and the sex. My stuff, no sex. Okay, my stuff has the genocide and the philosophy. No sex though. Uh, there you go.
Okay, good
Yeah,
for you. Good
I
for
like
you.
genocide as a
Moral
literary
concept.
element. Literary element. I like it conceptually in a literary way. I think it's very useful and very interesting when it appears in literature. Um,
Okay.
Especially if people try to justify it in the literature, that's when it becomes the most interesting, because then it's not one dimensional, someone saying, oh, you killed all of X people, so that's bad. Now in this case someone says, well, I actually have a reason why I did this, and then you can have a serious debate on that.
It's called
On
being racist. Uh, no,
Well,
just
no,
joking. Just joking.
there's actually non-racist reasons why
Yeah,
people
yeah,
commit
no,
genocide.
just joking. Just joking.
Yeah.
Okay. I am done collecting all the non-safe for work art and sending it right to you.
Is this actual not safe for work art?
No, no, just joking. I don't actually
If
have
it is,
anything
don't
that's
send
not
it to
safe
me.
for work. No, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm just trolling you. It's just a meme. It's just a
It's
meme.
it's a meme. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. No, these are some Disney princesses. Oh, it's the one from Moana. I haven't watched Moana.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either. Just like with Frozen. No, no, wait. I think I watched it before. The only thing I know about half these movies is just the music, because the soundtrack is what sells it. To be honest,
Yeah.
that and the animation.
Oh, this is one of these is I think it's Maid Marian from the Disney adaptation of Robin Hood with the
Yeah,
animals in it.
just gotta have some furry in there.
Yeah.
I was doing that Lilo and Stitch just to be a sus, because the FBI might as well be at my door at this
To
point.
be fair,
Uh,
I've always
I
considered Robin Hood to be a villain. Uh,
Probably. I do like the Brave because of the archer concept. I do like Mulan because of the warrior female, except the
yeah.
problem is that the original she killed herself, so no. Uh, yeah, Moana and Tangled just because lols. I do like I think it was the chick from Hunchback of Notre Dame or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. Forgot her name though.
I don't know his name either.
Yeah, I do like the chick just because dancing skills. You gotta have someone with dancing skills.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I do like the Black Princess who from the Frog movie. I
Oh yeah,
never
yeah,
watched
yeah,
I never watched it, but it was
yeah.
funny just
In
for
the
the
bayou,
memes.
right?
Having a Black Princess with literally who kisses a frog. That's the funniest thing in a Disney movie for me. And I've watched Tangled. How does
Well,
that? How do you get more sus than
it
that?
isn't just that she kisses a frog; she also turns into a frog.
Oh yeah, yeah. I should probably watch it.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of watching stuff, do you want me to send you more gay music? You
I,
know,
why do you have to preface it with saying it's gay music? Because if it is, I'm
because
obviously going to say no. I don't want to listen to
here's
gay
the
music.
thing. Here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what it actually is.
Okay,
Okay,
what is it?
it's bromance music that sounds
Bromance.
pretty gay out of context, just like every JoJo's meme. Okay, it seems pretty gay out of context, just like with the Magnet dude in the latest season. Yeah, that guy was pretty weird.
The magnet
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, I think it was someone who had the power of magnets with
Oh
his
yeah.
stand. I don't know what.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he made
I
half the
saw the episode.
characters rub against each other. It was pretty gay.
I read the
I
manga
saw
as
a
well.
bunch of gay memes about it. It was
It's
funny.
oh I someone's calling on the phone again. Holy
Oh
canoli.
yes, make sure that this time you tell them to, if they want to sell you some fake things, tell them to give you some goat milk. Who was that?
Oh, some relative calling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to it. So, yeah, about the gay music. Like I said, it's not really gay. It's just romance music sometimes gay out of context.
Yeah.
You
But
should listen to the lyrics, okay?
I think the guy you were talking about from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the name of the character is
Yeah.
Risotto Nero.
Can't say I was disappointed. Yep.
Disappointed?
I can't say I was disappointed.
You can't say
I'm
you were
not disappointed.
disappointed.
I
Yeah.
can't say I was disappointed. The nigga's
Yeah.
name does sound lit.
And the name of his the name of his stand is Metallica.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
You're not kidding, are you?
I'm not kidding. Legit
God,
name.
God, I might just shoot myself. This is why I don't watch JoJo. Okay, God damn, why is that the name? Uh, I've got
Why?
past season 2, and now I'm just gonna, you know what? Screw it. Not ever gonna watch season 3, even though people keep saying it's the best.
What's wrong with name?
It's based off a rock band.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, I know,
That's
but like
half the
that's why it's
stands in
cringy.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure are named after rock bands.
Yeah, I know that's why it's cringy, bro. All right, so listen,
He's got Killer Queen. That's a good one.
man. All right,
With
so
another
listen.
one bites the dust.
I swear to God, I'm gonna shoot myself. All right, listen. What's this? We're gonna do one
Yeah.
final thing before we leave, okay?
Okay.
One very important thing, okay?
Yeah.
You gotta do it,
Got to
okay?
do it.
All right, so you're gonna ask me 5 questions, and I'll answer them truthfully, just like with the 20 questions, right?
Yeah.
But in exchange for the 5 questions, you will listen to the entire song I sent you from start to finish, okay?
Which song did you send me?
I sent like 7, bro. You just gotta listen to one of them. But if I have to make a recommendation, hold up. I think my computer crashed. Hold up. No, it just glitched. If I'm gonna make a recommendation, I would recommend For Forever. That's a good one.
Okay. Okay. I'll listen to your songs. Yeah, I will after the stream. Yeah.
Yes, of course you gotta listen to it. Only in bedtime, yes. Gotta make sure no one understands the suffering. But tell you what, it is good songs. Okay, I do have some good song recommendations if you want them.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we play before we finish the last stream?
Okay. What do we play? Okay. How about some what's it called again? We could do some either or.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Okay. Let me get it onto either.io. .io. There you go. And we'll see how far we get before my bladder bursts.
I thought you already went to the
I
bathroom. How long?
did, but I'm a very well hydrated individual.
So what?
Uh,
You piss every 30 minutes?
no, I'm not. No, that's not what happens.
Are you sure that's not the case? You sounded sus right there.
No, I do not pee every 30 minutes. No.
Okay, it's official. He pees either every 30 minutes or every 45 minutes. One or the other. And they're both pretty sus.
Okay, whatever you say, boss. Okay, so are you ready? Uh,
Yeah, sure.
okay, let me just switch over.
Wait,
Uh,
hold up. Do I also have to have the website?
no, you don't have to,
But it's
but
preferred?
it is preferred status on your life insurance.
I don't have it, surprisingly.
Well, looks like if you die, feels bad, man.
And like I said earlier, I'm probably not going to die for a very long time. What is the name of the website again? I forgot what it was called.
It's aver.io.
Okay, good. I got it.
Okay, got it. Yeah. So here's a question from that website. Would you rather be sick for the rest of your life or kill two puppies?
Kill two puppies, probably.
Yeah, me too. There you go.
They just gotta get sent to the ranch, you know.
Yeah. Well, how would you kill them though?
Probably erotic asphyxiation.
You just strangle puppy?
What? What?
Wait a second. You're saying erotic, so you would have to do it while sexually stimulating the puppies? That's kind of
No,
that's some
I was
bestiality
joking.
stuff.
I was joking. What the hell do you mean erotically enhance the puppies? What?
Well, you said it's erotic, so it's not erotic if it's not erotic. So I'm saying that if you want it to be erotic, then it has to be
Yeah,
erotic.
this went way too south. Uh, you know what? I'm not surprised that this is
I
our
disavow.
conversation with some weekends, but
I
you know
disavow.
what? At this point, I'm probably gonna shoot myself for real. No, listen, I'm not down to that level of gayness. Okay, uh,
Okay.
I'll probably just shoot them, real fast. Just pull out a magnum. Just clean hit. They don't feel anything, hopefully, and yeah,
Okay.
that's how I would do it. Okay, so what's the result?
Okay. Majority was that they would kill the puppies.
Ah, yes, of course. You gotta murk a nigga sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Now hold up. Okay. Okay. Always have bad hair or always have bad teeth. What about
Uh,
it?
I always have bad hair. I could just wear a hat.
Yeah, yeah.
Bad
Always have.
teeth, I could actually get sick and die. So having bad hair wouldn't be as big a problem.
Yeah, sure. I'll just go with the bad hair too. It's 81% for bad hair. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, your turn.
Sorry, I just had some milk there. Would you rather have X-ray vision or have laser vision? So the question is, would you rather? Uh, the explanation is you can heat things up with the laser, and obviously see through clothes with the X-ray. So would you rather have the ability to see through things,
Uh,
or to damage things with your vision? Uh,
let's see. Probably heat vision.
so you would prefer the laser vision?
Yes.
Yes, I would prefer X-ray. Uh, and the results are in X-ray by 66%. A million people versus half a million people. So, yeah, there you go.
Yep.
That's X-rays.
It's,
Star
yeah, some
Wars,
people are
baby.
down
Yeah.
with it. By the way, I do have one very important question. Okay?
Yeah.
Would you rather regenerate food to feed them? Oh, wait, no, it said if you had kids, would you rather regenerate food in order to feed them, or lick your children to bathe them? Oh, no, it says
Regurgitate.
regurgitate.
So
Uh,
it means that
regurgitate food.
you eat
Because,
food and
yeah,
then you vomit it out into their mouths or something,
look, listen.
or lick them
Lick
to
your own
bathe them.
children is sus to the max. Not even Jed Fogel got that goddamn far,
Yeah.
thankfully. So no, okay, no, I don't want it.
And the
You know what I'm
question is,
saying?
how old? Like,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that by some point
is
they
it
won't
until they're
need me to
adults,
do it.
or is it only until they can bathe themselves?
Probably until they can bathe themselves.
Okay.
But like, here's my question. Okay, can you technically pick the lick one, but just teach them how to do it real quick, really fast, like when they're young? Because I've seen some kids who can bathe
I think
themselves,
it's
even if
probably
they're
more
yeah.
sanitary to vomit than to lick dirty children? Because children,
Yeah,
they
that
can
is
get pretty
true.
dirty. I mean, just imagine that. If you, let's say you have a baby and your baby has poop on it, and you have to lick your baby clean, you'd have to lick the poop off of your baby's butt. And no, I'm not doing that. I would vomit every time.
It's a whole new level of bullshit right there, bro. Nope. Literally.
I would vomit every time.
Yep,
Because
vomit literally every time.
the downside to the vomit is that the acid might hurt the children's teeth, but on the other hand, if they start getting their adult teeth, they can probably feed themselves at that point anyway. So it's not that much of a problem if you ruin your baby teeth. So I say vomit. What's the results on that?
Oh, yeah, yeah, sure. Hold on. It says regurgitate food, which is, I think we both picked it, right?
Yeah,
It says 75%, so yeah.
yeah. Okay.
God damn it. I'm getting some real deep throat problems over here.
Yeah. How deep?
Uh, Pretty deep. I can barely speak without hurting my lungs.
Okay. Should we stop there then? Uh,
Uh, sure, sure.
yeah. Okay. Just give your outro real quick then.
Wait, hold up. This is a really good one. Okay,
Okay.
it says, if you would you rather every movie you watch replaces the lead role with Nicolas Cage, because why not?
Yeah.
Or every song you hear is performed by Nickelback.
Um. Every movie I watch has lead Cage as the lead role. I don't think that would be a bad thing. Uh.
Even stuff that should probably not have him in it, like Disney movies.
Yeah.
It's just every movie you watch.
Just imagine the Little
Children's
Mermaid,
movies.
but instead of the voice of Ariel, the Little Mermaid, it's just the voice of Nick Cage doing an impression of a girl.
But luckily, she is quiet for like half the movie, so maybe that'll
That
save us
is true,
something. But
but just imagine that. That'd be really funny, but also kind of
yep,
weird. But I guess people would get used to it. But it would be a lot of work for Nick
yeah,
Cage, though. Just imagine he'd have to do all that work.
70% for Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, he's a real
It is
meme,
funny.
living meme.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so you tell yours, and then we'll just finish.
Okay. Would you rather, if you were only allowed to read one comic book company's comic books, would you rather only read Marvel or only read DC Comics? Um,
Marvel.
Marvel.
It's
Yeah,
easy,
Marvel
Marvel.
all the way. I love Spider Man. That's some great stuff there. 69%. There we go. Okay. Audio is a message that you sent me.
Oh yeah, I'm sending you some music. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
But let's do your outro then. Since you're really sick, I don't want you to strain your voice too much.
Yeah, yeah. I'll just whisper. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host. I hope you liked it. Make sure to subscribe. Docs on the Walters. Hit that like button. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching, and I will be seeing you all next time. Anavultus over and out.